Hello, ladies and gentlemen of the internet and of YouTube, and welcome back to Final Fantasy Chronicles of Eno 2. I am your host and game master, Skajarmas, otherwise known as Tone Shift, and with me today we have our full cast of players. We have Tom117Z playing Rosa Solwyn, our female Elvon Mithra watcher.
Crumb Honey grounded me.
We have Mystic playing Aeon, the male Moogle Time Mage.
I'm back, Kubo!
I'm back, bitches! We have Hades Shadow 92 playing Cassandra, our female human dragoon.
And now I gotta get back in the leadership role with these crazy people.
Yes.
The other guy's dead.
We have Darkness playing Kunara, our female Lupin warrior.
Hi.
And we have Ari playing Kayena, our female Tarufel engineer.
Super.
You're not the Moogle. But anyway.
No more Madeline.
Anyway, but yeah, but yeah.
Just trying to be cheerful.
Madeline was Madeline like a year ago at this point? I feel like Madeline is a year ago. Shit, how time flies. Anyway, so.
Yeah, we have Madeline in the room now.
So.
Okay.
Quick point of order before we jump in. It has been a fair bit for us since we last touched these characters, well over a month from our point of view, as we took a break to do Chronicles of Eno Genesis, and then we did an April Fool session last week. So we're only just now getting back to the Freebirds after like 5 sessions of completely different stuff. More like 6 sessions, actually, but I digress.
I mean, we sort of got back to them because Cassandra threatened to punch me while I grounded me.
Yes, that technically did not happen, but...
What are you talking about?
Oh no, it's children.
Yes, so we are a touch out of practice with these characters. It's been a bit. I have listened to our most recent session, so it's all fairly fresh in my mind. Second point of order is that the music in the Watch Together is currently too loud for me, so I'm going to turn that down a little more. That's a little better. Third point of order is that we might wind up cutting a little early today, depending on what happens. It's not like a guarantee. Just, it's possible that for one reason or another we might have to end the session preemptively, so if the length of this video is shorter than you were expecting for a session of this campaign, that is why. Just figured I'd let the audience know ahead of time that that was a thing we were aware of going in. It's not that the recording software fucked up, it's just outside circumstances. That said, where last we left off.
We all got naked.
That is technically the truth, but...
Isn't Aeon always
Damn
naked?
it, Tom.
Aeon wears
Isn't
fur.
Aeon always naked?
No, Aeon wears fur. It's a bit different. But anyway, like Aeon would be naked if you like shaved him. But I digress.
I said I don't wear fur. I have fur.
Same difference. Now let me do the goddamn recap. Still getting the giggles out. Okay, so where last we left off, our fairly recently formed band of adventurers, the Freebirds, had found themselves knee-deep in a string of criminal events in the city of Windurst along the western coast of the nation of Lapinia, where numerous innocent individuals who had come to a festival had been abducted by a group of slavers intent on selling these visiting tourists to a different nation as, slaves. And as they were all visitors to a festival who would leave the next day, no one would miss them. However, a few innocents that would be missed got caught in the net, prompting the Freebirds to investigate in the hopes of rescuing said individuals. And after a long string of events, many questions, and following the breadcrumbs, they eventually arrived at an old, long-abandoned fortress north of Windurst that predated even the Ember Tide and was abandoned in the aftermath of that calamity. The slavers were either killed or taken prisoner by local officials as the Freebirds spearheaded the charge. Their leader, an ice mage named Solus, with connections to someone named Forgal, was defeated, and the Freebirds gathered themselves back together before finding themselves on the Scorn Howler, a notable ship in the Windurstian fleet, where some of the prisoners from the slavers that had come to pick up their cargo were revealed to be members of Kunara's old clan. Of particular note was her essentially adopted son, Haven, who had come all this way from the other continent of Mistella to warn her that her sister has seemingly gone mad and is sending people to hunt Kunara down. Following this, the Freebirds returned to Windurst, where Haven was given community service for his otherwise innocence and ignorance of the situation and as a favor to Kunara, while the rest of the party then went to a local bathhouse to air their grievances and work through some of their issues. Over the course of said discussion, attention was brought to a strange shadow that Rosa had spotted, spawning from Aeon during the height of the chaos of their battle. This distressed Aeon greatly, and in an effort to lift the spirits of the room, Rosa did a stupid and squirted shampoo into Aeon's fur, at which point Aeon promptly used Eject on Rosa, but failed and used Eject on the water of the bathhouse instead, which promptly washed everyone away. However,
oh, there's a sword in there.
There was a sword in there, yes. You're lucky you didn't get cleaved in half. But regardless, with all of that said, it is the next day when we pick up. You went through the rest of that day more or less in idle chatter, with this sort of a momentum of any therapeutic benefits ground to a halt by Cassandra shutting things down, as she did. And so now, we open up with it being the following morning. You are you're in your rooms at the Inn and Tavern of Windurst. Outside, it is fucking freezing as you get deeper and deeper into the winter months. There's a light breeze outside, cloud cover. There's some gentle dustings of snow coming down, accumulating more and more, the world turning white and sparkly outside your window. And with the accumulation, any disturbances being covered back up, the snow looks pristine and charming, save for in the streets where snowplows are being pushed through, pulled by Chocobo to clear the way for foot traffic. The day is yours, my friends, so what shall you do?
So we're all in the Inn and Tavern, you said?
You are in the inn and tavern that you've been using, yes. Oh, I should probably move us to the world map, shouldn't I?
You probably should.
Yes. Sorry about that. Again, little out of practice. I haven't been the DM for anything elaborate in over a month and a half.
I held the crown for a time.
You did.
You did.
And maybe one day you'll get it back, but not today.
And then he made us cry.
One day, he says.
I am going to be the subject of vengeance.
You made us cry.
I did
lot.
do that.
All of us.
Myself included.
Okay.
You feelings, I don't see him.
I didn't.
Kitty is offended.
Kitty is offended.
I was talking to the person playing the kitty, but anyway.
Speaking of, Kitty is currently downstairs in the Inn and Tavern by herself, just looking slightly flushed.
Flushed.
Red in face.
I wonder why.
It's just Cassandra seeing this, kind of coming up behind her, putting both hands on her shoulder.
Hi, Cassandra. Morning. Hi.
What's up? What's up with you?
Nothing. Just thinking about yesterday, and it got weird.
I got weird about it.
Well, you know, things.
That's it. I'm putting.
Things like what?
Well, you know, Aeon used eject on the water and embarrassed us, and then there was massage and talking about trauma, and we were all not wearing anything while we were doing it. And it's surreal.
I mean, that's not the most embarrassing thing Aeon's done.
Aeon just flies in. What's the most embarrassing thing I've done?
Let's see. I mean, there was a time you took Mom's laundry and used it as a kite.
I wanted to fly a kite. You didn't have anything to use, Kupo. Her shirt made a really good kite, though. She was very mad that I ripped her blouse.
Mm-hmm. I hear more and more of these stories as time goes along.
Oh,
I
there's
have tons of stories.
There's a whole lifetime of stories.
Alright. Well, did you all sleep well? Because I don't know if I did. I don't remember. Everything was weird.
Yeah, just a little aftermath from that stuff.
I don't know. I had a really weird dream. A lot of stuff happened. I don't know. It felt weird.
So do
felt like
I.
I was drunk in a way.
So do I. I swear Grandma Nee was there. It's really weird.
I can't remember.
It's really fuzzy.
I guess the full session is canon as a dream now. Okay.
We attacked through Ender. It's nothing. We're just seeing through dimensions.
Fuck. Damn it.
Yeah, here goes your pain.
It's just like when you guys canonize Sephiroth without my consent.
Uh-huh. And then, well, Cassandra just sits down and pets Rose on the head. It's okay.
She involuntarily purrs before catching herself. That's nice.
Did
Stop,
you just
please.
purr?
No?
I want to pet her. I want to pet her.
Don't pet.
Cassandra just pulls her in close and just keeps petting her. Aren't you a cutie?
Kitty, 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 kitty.
You just see her tail swishing. Half irritation, half be pleased. Can't quite decide where she stands.
Aeon, Cassandra, could you two both just roll me a flat 2d6, please?
Why?
Roll for petting.
Just do it. Just do it.
It's just roll d6, is that it?
Roll
Just
2d6.
flat 2d6.
How well do you pet the kitty? You Morgana this shit.
7.
7.
7.
Okay, now Rosa, you roll a flat 2d6.
Oh no.
First roll of the night. 3.
3? Okay. All right. Nothing comes of it.
Nothing comes of it.
It's just generally nice, pleasant petting and scritching.
Okay.
I was rolling to see if they found a scratch spot.
Aww.
If Rosa had rolled a 7, both Cassandra and Aeon would have found a scratch spot.
Well, the scratch spot is usually behind the ear, and the hair is a bit lower down than most.
Yeah.
of the
So, and your hair is very poofy. So, yeah, no scratch spot. You don't find it.
Remember that time Aeon went digging for her ears?
I don't actually, but that sounds like her. Him.
I'm a boy!
It's been a while, and I slept
Yeah.
like crap. Shut. Back to the game.
God,
hit
this
Aeon
is
last
my
week.
gender.
Anyways, as Rosa is being pet and is deeply conflicted on their state of affairs, is there the other two?
Oh my god.
Does the Kai come and join the petting of the kitty?
On the canal.
She
No,
can't
she
reach.
comes
She can't
down. Yeah, she can't reach anyway.
Aw.
Yeah,
I
but,
would.
just Kai just coming down as she looks very tired.
Rokanara.
I say Kanara would probably still be upstairs in her room.
So yeah, Ari, at about this point, you come down the steps looking very tired, and you look across and you see Rosa on the receiving end of mini pets from Cassandra and Aeon, who are just scritching all up in there.
What are you guys doing?
We're petting the kitty.
It is awfully nice. Ever something awful.
Why
I would do the sound effect, but I can't purr. There we go.
Oh my goodness.
Is that the real cat, or are you just making a noise?
That's just me.
That is the noise
That actually
Rosie is
sounds
making.
real.
Anyway, get back to
Okay, never mind.
it. I can
What's
get a
that
real
say?
cat. If you want me to derail shit, I can get a real cat.
It's
She's
fine.
not-
I am purring. We know that Rosie is purring.
Anyway,
Yes.
yeah, it just kind of just has like those very tired eyes, like she never usually does, but she literally is so tired. She's just
She
like,
got bags on her
why
eyes.
am I not surprised?
You okay?
No.
That's straight to the point.
You want pets too,
Diana.
Kai?
Save
Touch-
me.
Don't touch me. I don't want to be touched.
Oh. Okay, Kupo.
And now she's feeling guilty.
Feel the guilt. You have scorned the affection of the Moogle.
Seeing the Moogle get sad again, and because Rosa is a sucker, she goes,
Oh, look, hey, don't be sad. I mean, my the fur on the back of my ears is kind of sensitive.
Really, Kupo?
Oh, I'm gonna write that.
Yee! He starts rubbing
Which
that
spot?
spot.
Yeah, okay, Rosa, finesse check, please.
Oh,
What have you done?
"Welcome back to Chronicles of Eno 2. We have cat scritches."
the one time we're allowed to make catisms without being racist.
Offending.
Rosa is the cat. 14.
14. Okay. So, you know that thing that happens when you scritch the back of a cat, like right above their tail, and they freak the fuck out?
Oh no.
Rosa manages to
Oh.
resist doing that.
You just see her lip, like her leg twitching a bit, like. Ow. Her tail goes ramrod.
Feels very nice, though.
It feels so nice, yet I am so indignant.
And Cassandra just kind of lets her go and just gives her a good pat on the head. Is like, okay, I think we've tortured our poor kitty enough. It's like, Kai, come sit down with us. We gotta figure out what we're gonna do now.
You want me to get to Nara?
I can do that. I have something I want to ask her anyway, now that we're not in mortal danger. Okay, flashbacks.
Don't think about it.
Think of the
nothing
hot
about it.
tub.
That's even worse. Okay.
What did Aeon say?
Think of the hot tub.
Oh gods, everyone is naked. Ha!
That moment when you realize you've never seen other people's boobs before. Okay.
All you hear is Freya in the background, just like, is something awakening you?
Oh, I guess she's both ways.
No, very much not.
Fair.
That is Rose's saving grace. She is not the knee. I'm gonna go up and find Kanara and brain bleach myself, so I'll be back.
All right.
Yeah, by sitting with Cassandra and Ao now, and she's like looks very tired, and just puts her head down.
Images of Alizé, the end Shadowbringers coming into my head.
Oh. Anyway,
Yeah.
so Rosa, you make your way up the stairs to get away from those frustratingly endearing friends of yours. You ascend the steps, and it doesn't take you long to find Kunara's room, seeing as she sleeps right across from you. At least she did tonight. Doors closed.
King.
Knocking, all right. You give a few little knocks. Kunara, you're on the other side, and you hear the knocking. How do you respond?
Who is it?
Kitty cat.
Come in, Rosa.
Okay, I'll do that.
Step in.
Morning.
Mm.
Did you notice that we brought your sword back, and it's probably by your bedside? I mean, you were kind of asleep when we got here, so we kind of left it.
Oh. Yeah, thanks. Sorry, my mind's been distracted lately.
It's fine, because not that Thurstos can relate to mine's being distracted. So, Aeon found my scratch spot.
You what?
I don't know why I'm just being awkward. Okay, so breakfast is kind of on the go. Kayana has a head on the table. Do you wanna come? Because also something I also want to ask you.
Is it about Aeons, you know?
No, actually, I don't know what we're gonna do about that. Cassandra was really. We're not about that right now. What I was going to ask you,
Mm.
Aeon's glow stick that he was really sad because Kayana gave it to him and it broke when he hit someone with it.
So it is about the one then.
Yeah, I don't like it when Aeon is sad and his thing broke. So I think we can make one that is more permanent.
I am aware. I've been thinking of ways of how to construct one.
Yeah, I think we just talked about it a bit back on the ship for everything.
Yes.
We can kind of rope Kayana into it, maybe. You know, just. I think we're going to be here for a few days because we all need a break and therapy. So.
You're not wrong about that.
Oh, the
And
I
it's also
certainly
giving. So, okay.
I certainly need some time to reflect on things.
Yeah. And get some new supplies and things, and I think the mayor wanted to see us as well, Valmafra said. So we need to get, paid more to make more things.
I like money.
Man, I just can hear Cassandra's voice whispering in my ear. I know she like the money. It's weird.
We like money.
God, those pigeons are loud, aren't they?
But I saw you'd be able to collect the gill.
Yes,
Well,
it's similar magical strength to my bow. I can help the enchantments. I know you have the materials because you have the weird glow rock thing, don't you?
You mean the moon dust? Yes.
That's the one. We got them from the weird dream things that freaked me out.
The Luna Peas.
I figured that anything that may have a property that could be useful, I tend to collect it. It's a thing I was taught when I was young.
Well, how much gil was the bow of materials? Well, we don't even need the gil, do we? Because we have the materials required.
Yes, that is correct.
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah.
So-
If you're using the crafting component, you won't need to pay the gil. You'll just need the time required to fashion the weapon.
Which is 2 days because of tier 2.
Yeah. And as if you did want any of the stuff to make it, you would need half. You have to pay half of it instead of the full price.
Yep.
Okay, so we're gonna do that. Gonna give it as a bit of a surprise, make everyone happier. Because
I have been working on it. After all, I'm trying to keep my mind busy since sleep's not been so easy lately.
alright, so let's head down. Maybe figure out what we're gonna do today, and then at some point, say kidnap Kayana to work on this.
Kidnap's a bit of a strong word, but I see what you mean.
We use that word a lot, but I'm gonna head down now because I've run out of things to say and I am feeling really awkward everywhere I go today. So, okay. Bye.
I'll be down in a short while.
Okay.
Rosa heads back downstairs.
All right, so does anything of interest happen at the table while that's going on?
I guess just Cassandra just looking at Kai is like, didn't sleep well, huh?
No, I have not.
Anything in particular, or just one of those nights?
It's in between.
I guess yesterday it was just really grating on everybody. Maybe just getting away from this place will lift everyone's spirits. Get us a little gil in our pockets.
That would be great.
Is there anything we can do to make you feel better, Kai?
Anything to help me stay up.
Iced coffee, maybe.
That would be good.
You gotta get her coffee. Sandra, let's go make her coffee.
All right, we'll go get her a coffee.
All right.
We'll make it a double and get her really going.
Don't make it double. It's worse for me.
Okay. She kind of leads into Anne. We're totally getting her a double.
I heard that.
Well,
Hold on a second. What?
uh-oh.
I'm playing FFD6. Leave me alone. Leave my tiles, please.
Grandma, it's not time for blue pills yet.
Take your blue pill.
That's in 2 hours. Anyways, to acquire a cup of coffee for Kayana will cost 5 gils. I'll just subtract that.
Yay.
Baby, why'd you show chocolate in my face?
Chocolate makes things better.
Shut up.
You.
All right, you're done. All right, party's down to 1,067 gil.
Okay.
All right,
Brings her just the piping hot cup of the coffee.
a cup of Joe. Yes.
A cup of Joe.
Yeah, I'm gonna be having that in the morning. Tomorrow morning.
And it's at about the time you're setting that down that we'll say Rosa is returning.
What's that? It's really that sounds strong.
Yeah, guys, already has the coffee in her hand. And she has like her head down, she's like reaching for it, she's just like, give me.
Give me.
It's there for you.
Coffee person, huh?
And then she just slowly looks at Rosa, just like, I haven't slept all night.
Well, I won't stop you. I'm not the biggest coffee fan.
I understand that, but I need it.
That's fair. I'm not much for coffee. And by the way, last time we gave Aeon coffee, let's just say the kitchen was never the same.
It was
Take a
very
shot.
bitter.
Besides, you said the thing.
I did say the thing.
Let's just say.
The running. Yeah, I gotta take a shot. Go
Yep,
on.
same. I'm doing it.
Wait, what?
Congratulations. You are now
So-
the new Alisire.
So, on Darkness, when he played Alistair in the first campaign, had a habit of saying, "Let's just say." So every time we hear that from anybody, we gotta take a shot.
He also had a
well,
bad
yeah.
habit. He also had a bad habit of saying "best we can" at the end of every course of action. So,
Yeah, you could put that on the
So,
list
also
of
take shots for that.
combinations.
Works of Alistair. So,
Yep.
Yeah.
Bit like
So-
when the doctor says, well, at least David Tennant won a lot.
Wow.
Wow.
Well,
What?
what?
What? What?
What? Okay, well, all the doctors say that.
But David
Anyway.
Tennant had a habit.
He did.
So let me guess, the coffee went through the roof.
No. The coffee kind of went all over all of us as he spit it out and then threw the mug into the kitchen, which then caused a whole domino effect of all of Mom's fine china and all of the wine glasses, and basically just it was not a fun night. It was not a fun morning.
Smashing.
Hey, are you sure your parents aren't just wrecking
Oh.
balls?
Did Kunara just make a pun and sneak up on everyone?
Nah, that's just me. Okay, she's probably still coming down the stairs, but I couldn't help not to quote.
Fair.
Flushed away.
Smashing.
Yep.
I don't know who my parents are, Rosa.
I'm sure they were
Yes.
explosive wrecking balls of death and destruction and Kupo.
Cassandra
think
grabs
so.
Aeon. He knows who his parents are.
We got big sister Cassandra, Grandpa Grumpy Thampy.
Yes. And his mother is... Okay, God, it's been so long I am blanking on even...
Talia. I'm pretty sure it's
Talia.
Talia.
It's Talia.
Oh.
And his mother is Talia Shadowgrass.
Well, I mean, my parents are Ebony and Ton Lee, but I still had biological parents, even though they're, dead.
I don't even know if mine are alive or not. But I guess it doesn't matter since they didn't want me.
Well, clearly the Shadowgrass did. Speaking of the wine glasses, did you get grounded for that?
The wine glasses, Kupo?
You threw coffee at wine glasses.
I get grounded for a lot of stuff, Kupo.
Yeah, and then Mom usually feels bad after the second day and then lets him off.
You are very good at guilt tripping people, Kupo.
Yes, I am.
You should not be proud of that.
Sandra said I should.
No. I never said that.
You said that all
Best
the
role
time.
model.
You
Yeah.
said that was the best way to get us out of trouble is to give him the moogle eyes, you said, Kupo.
Okay then. Well, should we wait for Kunara and then we should go get paid? Yeah. We should go do that.
But speaking of which, God.
No, go ahead. I was just doing a butt, like, as in, like, he just gets cut off from, like, Sandra. No, let's go. Let's focus on that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's about this time I think that Kunara's coming down, yeah?
Yeah, and as she does, you may notice that expression looks not the usual expression. Her ears are down. Her fur's a little bit scruffier than usual, with no sword on her back this time. But she's got all the other gear on, just no sword at the moment.
Just tired
Still
and
in the
sad looking.
You
Yeah.
left the sword behind again?
Hmm?
Your weapon.
Oh. I sure won't be needing it today. It'd be fine where it is.
Do we have those rooms for, days still? Because
I mean, we're probably gonna be getting a wagon and heading back to.
You already have a
Sonora.
wagon.
Well, we're probably gonna be loading up everything and going to Sonori. So as soon as we get paid and pick up our passenger.
well, wasn't she having a bit of time with the boyfriend?
I mean,
Besides, I think we kind of need a rest, and there's another thing. So maybe for the next couple days we do some shopping, resupply, and then go.
I guess.
Because goes over and just whispers in Cassandra's ear, "We're making a thing for Aeon." Oh.
You know,
Glow
yeah,
stick.
a few more days after that harrowing experience we had should be good. Okay, a few more days here, and we should be good.
Sandra,
Yes.
are you okay, Kupo?
Well, of course I'm okay, you little cutie. Just pinches his cheek.
You always say to go for the money so we can go on our adventure.
Well, we had a very, very troubling time with this job, so it's always good to rest and recuperate.
You sure you're okay, Sandra?
I'm perfectly fine. Besides, we can still go get paid from the mayor. Or was it mayor, or was it the... Like,
The mayor wanted to see us come to Valmathra.
Valmafra speculated that the mayor would probably want to see you, but hadn't, spoken to the mayor yet because he'd only just gotten off the damn boat.
Maybe we should
So what
chat with Valmathra?
yeah, I could probably go to the guard station and find her.
I could definitely use with a potion resupply, because I got nothing.
I guess maybe it would be not a bad idea, Kupo.
Aeon, what are your favorite potion flavors?
Let's see. I like strawberry, blueberry, peach, if there is any.
Peach flavored healing potions on the list.
My heart is dying.
Peach.
How's the coffee, Kai?
Yeah, she just already chugged it right now.
And now that you just see this tiny little twitch in her eye.
Are you alright, Kayana?
I am perfectly fine.
Your eye is kind of twitching. Hold on, I think something's wrong with your core. Here, let me help. She purifying touches Kayana and takes effects onto herself.
You just steal the caffeine?
I think something's wrong, yeah.
I don't think that works. Caffeine
That's
isn't
not
a
how that
poison.
works.
So all you really do is you reach over, you put your hands on Kayana, there's this brief, shifting, and then, you both just feel kind of tingly. But nothing else changes because caffeine isn't technically a poison, I don't think.
No, it's...
It's a stimulant.
Caffeine pretty much gives you energy, but if you have too much of it, it could be bad for you.
I mean, that's
It's
true
a-
of everything.
It's a
I
stimulant,
forget
not
that
a
word.
poison.
It's an addiction.
That's
It's
an addiction is a debuff. Thus, technically, I take debuffs onto myself, not just poisons. It works for
Oh my
stuff.
gosh.
It works for other things.
That's more. An addiction is more like a status. Is more like a psychological thing than a status condition. That's
Although when I think of caffeine, I think of how messed up these supermarkets have got in Britain. You have to be the age of 25 to have an energy drink now, but alcohol's still 18.
What?
When you have to have an energy drink,
I
you're
know.
kidding me, right? I buy
What
it all the time.
That's
What the-
stupid.
I know.
I've never heard that one.
what?
It's in Sainsbury's and Tesco's, and they get
Yeah.
asking
I'm not
me for
drinking
ID,
energy drink.
except for the ones who know me.
Why would an energy drink have a higher age requirement?
It's a
than
dumb
alcohol?
idea of trying to stop, I guess, people from buying too much of it. I don't know. It's odd.
Okay.
Right.
British
Welcome
people,
to Britain.
Uh,
Opposite land.
British people are weird.
You sure it's 25? Because I just quickly searched it up and it's 16s and over.
It is 25 in Sainsbury's, at least where I am. It might be different where you are. And even
Right.
Tesco's.
I have a
Might just-
local corner shop.
Might just be a local
Corner shops are
thing.
different. The corner shops will still allow you to have it. It's just big supermarket names.
I
like
think
Sainsbury's,
it's more of
Tesco's.
in that case I think it's more of a supermarket chain policy than a law.
Yeah. It's just a dumb thing that they did.
Oh, either way.
Anyway,
So,
Rosa is now tingly with caffeine.
Mm.
eh,
And
oh god.
I've never. That is offensive, and I have never had catnip. How dare you?
Now you have.
This is. I do not know what this is. This never happened before. This is not how the spell works. Help me.
And you can see
It's
Kai
in
just
newer
literally.
things, Jamis, but
Yeah, you can just see Kai just turning to her slowly as she's like, "That's caffeine."
I have never had coffee before. Everything's bouncy.
How do you think? Hey up.
Okay, I think everybody's had enough coffee. Let's go burn off some of that new energy and go get paid. Okay?
I
That's-
only had one.
Adventure.
Adventure.
Okay, Cassandra just grabs Kai and Rosa by the scruffs of their shirts and just starts walking out the door.
This is. Yeah.
Hey.
Yes.
Kiss.
No.
Hiss.
No.
You can't really do it into the mic. It doesn't really pick it up.
Oh my goodness.
Just
I
see
would
her
literally have
fangs.
her hand covering her mouth all the time. She's like, "No."
I have fangs. I will use them.
And I have this. I can use it.
Jesse's threatening me.
Come on, you two, get along. We're friends, remember, Koopa?
And it's off to the guard barracks.
All right, give me just a second.
Take your time.
Here, lots of typing. Are you writing a chapter?
I am typing a thing.
He's doing a thing. We're dead.
Uh-oh.
And then 3 dragons of a conclave attack and burn the city, and it's all pandemonium and horrible.
I thought there were 4 dragons.
Technically there were 5, and then, you know...
Yeah, one died though before the big Asian plants.
And then Arakan appeared to take revenge on Rosa for what needed.
Oh dear.
It wasn't my fault, she grounded me.
Anyway, so you're heading to the guard station.
Ah.
Mm-hmm.
All
While
right.
being dragged.
So you gathered.
Technically, she's not dragging you; she's carrying you.
All right. So you gather together your things, and you set out into the snowy streets. The air is biting and frigidly cold. Everything is caked in a couple inches of snow. You kind of have to pull your cloaks tighter around yourselves to shield yourselves from the chilly air. The wind is luckily very gentle, but it still carries with it the very noticeable, layers of cold that come with wind chill. Thankfully, though, you know the way through these streets to get to the guard station fairly well at this point, and you make good time. Before too terribly long, the guard barracks comes into clear view. And it is as you are approaching that you see the door opening and Valmafra stepping out. And she looks up as you're approaching and, hello there. Save me some time by coming to me yourselves.
Well, you said that somebody wanted to see us, so I figured we'd try to find you.
Well, that is the case. As it stands, I just received orders to deliver this to you. And she reaches into her cloak and pulls out a sealed envelope and a pouch, which she passes forward to Cassandra, because Cassandra is at the head of the group.
Rosa just starts looking over Cassandra's shoulder all curiously, like eyes going into slits, just zooming in on the
All right, and I will go ahead and share this handout to Cassandra and to Hades and Tom. It should be in the handouts folder.
Letter from the mayor of Windurst.
Yeah. So I'm guessing Cassandra is to read.
If you want to read it out loud, by all means.
I just opens the letter and sees this. It's all fancy. And see. Freebirds. Fairest greetings. Word has reached me from Miss Valmafra
Lonanda. Lenanda.
Lenald, thank you. Thank you. Of your participation in the recent raid of the abandoned fortress to the north and the rescue of many innocent civilians. She speaks very highly of your efforts, and I have no reason to doubt the veracity of her words. On behalf of the good people of Windurst, allow me to offer you my most heartfelt thanks for your efforts. Enclosed within this parcel, you will find a pouch with a bounty of 1,000 gil as a reward for bringing these slavers to justice.
Ooh, shiny. Money. Pretty.
Additionally, after kind of tipping Rosa away from the pouch,
Oh.
as the mayor of Windurst, I would very much like to meet you all in person. As such, you are cordially invited to dine with me at my manor this evening. You are free to refuse, of course, but I would like very much to meet you face to face. It may be possible that we could find more opportunities to work together in the future. Once again, thank you for your efforts to help the people of my territory, and I wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Yours sincerely, Mayor Remilia Sybil.
Rimalala.
Rimalala Sybil. I know I butchered it.
No.
Names are hard.
No. That's not it. It's just I'm imagining Cassandra reading it, and she's having trouble with words, and then you have I forget the name of the person that's with us, but like she's just correcting you. Yeah, she's just correcting you, like
Rimalala.
this name. Yeah.
Names are weird. And then Mayor of Windurst. Okay. Sweet. 1,000 gil. That's a nice payday.
I've already added it to the communal guild counter.
Yay.
Payday and a free meal. I'll take that.
All the peach potions.
Oh, the peach couple.
Wait. Is Cassandra still carrying Kai?
Oh, I guess at some point she put her down.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, because it probably won't be dignified being carried around.
This is a Tarafel town. Carrying a Tarafel around like that's probably not going to go well.
Certainly not, no.
So if we were back in Morasso and she was carrying Rosa like that, would it still be offensive?
It would be something. I don't know.
So having dinner at the mess place, yeah? Okay. What kind of a person is the mayor?
She's fairly young for her office, but nonetheless, wise beyond her years. She has a good heart. Perhaps a bit too idealistic, but...
Oh, idealistic, does she have secrets? Is she secretly a vampire? Sorry, I'm really bouncy. I had caffeine.
She's
Quite.
secretly a vampire.
No, she is not a vampire. She is a practiced chemist, however.
A chemist as a mayor? That seems
I
a
saw
little...
what Tom did there.
We all know.
Oh, now I remember what you're referencing.
Shadows of Cornelius.
Wow.
The coffee lets me see things.
Well, and in answer to your surprise, Cassandra, as a chemist, apothecary specifically, she would have had to deal with the troubles of Windurst very frequently in her line of work, as men and women would come to her to seek treatment for what ailed them, and people who are receiving treatment often babble.
Who babbles? No one babbles. Hi.
Maverick just
no
kind
one
of gestures
even
at
are
Rosa with this quirked eyebrow, and then... So as you can imagine, with a kind heart like hers, and, well, coming from a fairly wealthy family, as far as I can tell, she determined that her efforts would be put to better use trying to tend to the wider region instead of just those who came to her door. So, she worked her way into the position over the course of several years. I met her long after she'd been established, but from everything I've heard, she's well respected here, runs the city well.
Yeah. Chemist and apothecary up there? That's a pretty nice profession. My mom was an alchemist down there in Garlet.
Now my task with you is complete, and I do have other duties to which I must attend.
I have a question.
Yes, Kunara?
How did it go with Haven's trial?
Well, there wasn't much of a trial to be had. We all saw what happened. That said, all of the paperwork has already been put through. He signed up for community service for the next 12 months.
12 months.
You need to be.
Rosa, you are a robot? Anyone else getting this? Oh dear. Oh. Oh, I've just straight up lost internet. Okay. This is not okay. Hello?
God, are you there?
We can hear you.
There I am. I lost internet for a minute.
Yeah, that's right.
Well,
And
what
you could
Rosa?
you could literally hear Kai just going like, "I have to fix everything."
We said Kai had to fix God. That was you.
Oh, good. Okay. Last thing I heard was Kunara mumbling 12 months, and then Rosa started to say something, and then immediately turned into a robot.
Rosa still caffeinated. Just went up to the mouth.
Something along the lines of, you better be nice to him, he's a good boy. Kanara's a really good mom, and now I'm getting emotional.
Right.
Back on Rosa. He's like,
Poppy's really interesting.
Yeah, and but you can see Kai's like, "Yeah, you're not doing that again."
I think I never really had it because coffee tasted like dirt, but then I absorbed it through your skin, and now everything's bouncy and energetic, and I never felt so alive.
Drop and give me 20.
Coffee again?
no. In all seriousness, do treat him well.
I'll treat him as well as I can.
They
Said?
just, you see, like, anyone who would probably knows, like, Cassandra kind of tensed up a little bit at that, but just only for a second.
That said, as a Lupin, he is well adapted to the cold naturally. I imagine his first assignment for community service will be helping to keep the streets clear of snow. He's naturally well suited to such a task. And it will give him a chance to get familiar with this place. He'll be here for some time.
It's better than being in jail.
That it is. Now, unless there's anything else, I do have business I need to tend to.
Alright. Thanks for the package, I guess.
Just doing my job.
Thank you for helping us out and everything. You are really cool. Valmafra hugs her.
No, and quickly pushes you back. No hugs. None of that. I do not do hugs. You never know when someone might try to stab you in the back when your face is on their shoulder.
That's oddly
Does
specific.
this face look like it'd stab you in the back is the best kitten?
Probably not. But still, I'd rather not be hugged, if it's all the same to you.
Boo.
Much.
Oh, God damn it, everyone's going... Everyone's going robot again.
Well,
Can I need rain?
Gosh, damn it.
Wow.
Oh, Aeon's not
Krauser.
oh God.
Maybe it's better.
And my 5G alternate connection doesn't even exist right now, apparently. So,
I had this problem.
Say internet when you're taking a
right now?
shit.
But yes, so Valmafra then gives the group a firm nod and carries on her way, soon vanishing into the streets.
Bye, Valmafra. We'll miss
We'll miss
you.
Just kind of see her slump a little bit as she's walking away, as if she's letting out a heavy sigh before you lose sight of her.
We're a bunch of twats.
You're something.
Do not give Rosa coffee. This has been done today.
This has been learned.
More coffee for Rosa.
No. So she kind of just looks at the invitations like, so free dinner, I guess?
Dinner later. First, grabs the emotional support plushie and hugs. We need Peach.
Koopa.
Peach.
Peach. Peach. Koopa. Peach. Koopa.
Peach.
Well, I guess. Yeah, we gotta go do some
symbiosis that's
shopping.
going on here.
I'm drawing as like I'm doing this, and I'm just like imagining Rosa carrying Aeon and just saying, "Peach Koopa, Peach Koopa," everyone's staring at them.
Just like people are staring.
Yeah, I think for some people might think that he's saying a word.
Just this half Mithra Elvon and a Moogle walking through the street saying, "Bitch, Kupo!" in turn.
Bitch Koopa, bitch.
Oh my god.
Why are they all
Can you
looking at like that?
Can you tell we're out of practice?
Oh god. So,
It's funny.
shopping.
Hey.
Let's go see what we can find.
So just our usual, skim through and grab what we want.
All right. So, what exactly are you all doing?
I will take 5 normal potions.
Okay. We are buying equipment. Give me a second here. Same because potion 20.
We must buy shit.
So 20 times 5 is 100. Let me just pull up a notepad so I can start making a shopping list, so I can do it all at once.
Do ethers cost the same?
Yep.
Right. I'll get 4 of those then.
Okie dokies. As far as weapons go, Rosa's the only one with a tier 2.
Yes.
And they're going to make a tier 2 for Aeon.
For free, so long as the roll goes good. Destiny points our friends. Plus
So
assistance.
the only ones who need tier 2 weapons would be Cassandra, Kunara, and Kayana. Unfortunately,
What is Kunara's prospects of getting a new sword, considering she just threw her old one away?
I believe Kunara currently plans to make a new one for herself.
At the moment, she didn't exactly throw it away. She just left it in the room.
well, okay, so if okay,
Kunara
so
has
that's
an
another.
craft.
So that's another weapon that's going to be made and not bought. As far as what you wanted to do with Cassandra's spear, just upgrading it, is that still like the same cost for a tier 2 weapon? For just like an upgrade?
We'll rule it that way, yeah. If you're just upgrading your spear to have more properties, we'll rule it as just buying.
Do not get rid of Deathbringer. Was it Deathbringer?
It's not Deathbringer. It's the Dark Sands. It's the Dark Sand Lance.
The Dark Sand Lance from them.
Because the Dark Sand
Scythe.
Reaper was his scythe that was given to him.
Yeah, Deathbringer was your god one.
That was my god weapon.
Yeah. Yep. Trying to remember which way around it was.
Okay, so far the shopping list is 5 potions equals 100 gil, 4 ethers equals 80 gil, 1 crafted weapon for tier 2 equals 450 gil, 1 purchased weapon, aka an upgrade to the lance for 700 gil.
That's just it.
Well, the weapon would take another 2 days on top of the one Aeon was getting, so that'd be 4 days. I was thinking for 2.
So what are we at right now?
Unless we could craft the sword on the road.
The glow stick I would allow to craft on the road because that's a much simpler thing. But for like a sword,
Yeah.
that requires proper like blacksmithing. You know, a crafting space. You know, you need a forge, you need an anvil, you need bellows, you need fuel for the fire, you need all those things, and that you can't exactly just lug that in the back of a wagon. For a glow stick, you just need to find a good stick and stick the glow dust on it and
You
engrave
could always
some
just stay
runes.
for the full 4 days if Cillia's fine with that.
Yeah, I mean,
Again, it depends on what we do. And
so
with
either way, as it is, with the things you have currently lined up to buy, it would bring the cost up to 1,330 gil.
How much will we have left?
After 1,330 gil, you'd have a little over 700 left, I think.
And we have more money coming on the way from Amanda.
Indeed.
500.
So
Oh, okay, yeah, that's right.
I guess
That's the name
Canada's
of the person.
picks out a few potions for herself, like say 5 or so.
All right, another 5 potions. That adds another 100 gil to the pile.
let's see, how am I doing on stuff? 1 potion, 3 ethers for me.
As in, like, that's what you're buying, or that's what you already have?
Yes. That's what I'm buying. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Curious why Cassandra is picking up ethers, but all right.
Because Aeon.
Right. Fair enough.
Did we
the
decide
moogle
what I'm
ones.
doing with this staff that I have?
You do have a tier 2 staff currently stuffed in your fluff.
I don't. I have. Oh no! I gotta get
Can
rid
we-
of the commanding bracelet because we got that destroyed.
Can we sell the staff?
Yeah.
You could. You would get 450 gil for it, but have you identified what it does yet?
I don't know. How do we identify it?
You would need to spend a little bit of time and use a mercantile check.
Rosa is good at that. So, let's say at some point, as we're getting to the end
The
of
making
our
of weapons.
potion, or of the potion shopping, Rosa's coming down off her caffeine high. It's like suddenly everything is just really depressing again. Though now I can think, Aeon, didn't you get that staff in your floof?
Oh, did the big staff that I wanted?
Yes, the one you ate.
I didn't eat it. It's in the floof. Just
What's
packaged
the
just-
difference?
Well, eating requires me to put it in
I
my mouth.
don't need the answer to that. Can I have the floof staff? Figure out what it does?
Sure, Koopa. Yeah, let me just find it. He's just going through his floof. I gotta find it first. There's so much stuff in here.
There is something about that moogle.
Let's see. No, that's not it.
You just
No,
kind of
that's
throw out a
not it.
yo-yo.
Yo-yo, ball, jacks, another candy galore. I don't know where. I got
Like
this
a
from.
single queen piece from a chess set.
Yeah, anything you can think of.
Oh, there it is.
He just pulls out a whole staff.
That's like
I
10
know
times
it.
taller than you.
It just in his hand for like a second, and all of a sudden, just gravity.
This thing's
I found
creepy.
it.
This creepy thing. Well, I know a bit of magic, so I'm going to attempt to ascertain what the fuck this thing is.
All right, mercantile check DC 9 as it is tier 2.
4 plus 1. Yay! I rolled a
Wait.
4 and a 1, and I had plus 4.
So
Mercantile.
exactly 9.
Yep.
All right. So you determine that this weapon is arcane, so it comes with quick cast, of course, and it also comes with the ice strike property. Using it to hit someone, it would deal ice damage.
Huh. So, it's obviously it's got magic running through it, so it helps your spell casting a bit. It also makes people really cold if. Huh. Let me show you, and I just gently boop Aeon on the nose with it, and it feels cold.
Aeon, your nose goes numb. Because it's already fucking cold out here.
I can't smell. I'm freaking out, Sandra.
And she just brings him in closer and just rubs her cheek on his nose.
Point is, it makes things really cold when you hit.
Oh, I'm sure somebody will want it. So we can sell it for more.
Question: if you have 2 items with quick cast, can you use both quick casts if you switch the item?
Switch between weapons because you can have up to 2 weapons originally.
I'm a magic caster, Koopo.
Give me a moment, because I'm pretty sure that would fall under the dual wielding. You would have to have both of them equipped at the same time.
Oh no, I mean if you have like my bow equipped as quick cast, but then I spend an action to switch.
Swap them over.
Because then I have quick cast on my other weapon.
I mean,
okay, hold on a second.
We're broken the DM.
So basically, to swap weapons when in battle, it would take a standard action or
movement.
something.
Standard action or a movement.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Which we have done that before. I mean, Kanara swap between sword and bow now and then.
Wouldn't that technically mean I would have then 2 casts of quick cast because it's on 2 separate weapons and 2 properties. With 2 effects.
I honestly don't know how I would roll that. I think ultimately I would roll it as yes, but it would take a full standard action to change from one weapon to another. So you'd have to sacrifice a turn to get that quick cast.
I mean, didn't we also have it that you could sacrifice a movement to switch weapons?
Yeah.
I think we
I mean,
did
if
that.
I reckon it will work as long as it has the properties and you're willing to sacrifice movement.
You can't moan at me for getting 2 quick casts when you played that goddamn red mage for the entire last campaign.
Red mages have the excuse that they need a limit ability to do that.
Yes, and this I would need 2 weapons, and I get 2 shots with it, and then I'm done. And it'll be a weapon that will eventually become outdated.
I mean, there's nothing in the rule book you can't just switch between weapons and, use both.
Because technically how quick casts work is a property on the weapon, you casting it through the weapon. If it's a separate weapon, you can do the same thing.
Okay.
Negotiating with the DM on that one.
This is one of those weird things where I'm not actually sure how to rule it.
So Rosa is keeping the staff?
If it works like that, yes, because it would be beneficial down the road for 2 spells rather than just 1. So I have my usual. Right, I can never see the light of day again.
Okay, so tell you what. Would it be alright with you if we effectively flipped a coin on it? You win, we allow it. I win, we don't.
Okay, sure.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it by a die roll in roll 20 so all can see it. I'll roll 1d6 on a 1 through 3. I win on a 4 through 6. You win. Sound fair?
All right. Come on, dice.
Cool.
Come on, dice.
Okay, you win.
Yay! Good bell.
All right. Democracy.
Yes.
Oh god.
All right, so
this is how Parliament decide their decisions. They just roll the dice. And that's I guess we're hitting the nuclear button today.
Oh my god.
Anyway, point
Natural
stands.
one.
So yes. You can. You can do that. Though I will probably put a cap of 2 quick casts per combat, no matter how many arcane weapons you have, just as a balancing thing.
I can only carry
That
2 weapons
works.
anyway in your character sheet.
Yeah.
You only have 2
plus-
whips.
And plus, you can only use 1 weapon at a time since
Yeah.
you don't have dual wield.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can only have 2 weapons equipped. So
Yeah, but
something
like
anyway.
taking into consideration when you have bullshit like haste going on, just for balancing purposes, cap of 2 quick casts. Just
I mean,
Which
I
makes sense.
just
That
so
should
that
be
just so that
added.
we're not repeating how broken you guys were in campaign 1.
I figure that's how it works anyway, because I only have 2 weapons, and each one has 1 use of quick cast.
All
But yeah,
right.
so I'm Aeon,
Yes, Rosa Cooper?
can I pretty please hold on to this for a bit because I think I could make a really good use of it.
Mm.
Pretty please. Buy you a lollipop.
Okay.
Shoves his staff in front of her.
You're so easy to bribe. Okay.
What's his staff's name? I can put it down my inventory.
But
you-
Jack's just having it sold.
You didn't learn its name, I don't think. You can just call it, you could give it a name, or you can just call it an ice staff or Solus's staff or whatever you want. I didn't give it a name.
Evil bad staff. There you go.
Evil bad staff.
Okay, the evil bad staff. Okay.
What's its what tier is it and what?
Tier 2.
Tier 2,
Tier
Arcane.
2.
It comes with Quick Cast and Ice Strike.
Perfect.
I'm surprised it didn't go
Nice.
with Blizzard.
And its damage will be mine, I take it.
Yep, because Arcane.
Yep, so that is 18 to 2d6 plus 18. It's also got Ice Strike, so it'll be useful if we need to do ice damage, because I don't have that. I don't do magic damage. I think.
Indeed.
Congrats, you have 2 level 2 weapons.
Indeed. All right,
I
so
would name this for now Evil Bad Staff, unless we'll have better names, because it is an evil bad staff from an evil bad man.
What about Stormbringer?
That sounds more like a.
Lightning staff.
That's more like lightning.
Storm of blood. Born
Hey,
of
I know,
blood
Aeon.
of-
No storms of things.
Since you're being so nice as to give this to me, you get to name it.
Oh, God.
Anyways, after all the shopping, the party will have 557 gil left.
Okay. But Aeon needs to name the staff. It is his greatest honor.
Okay, so as far as everybody's inventory, that's okay.
Black licorice.
Okay,
The staff is
Black.
now named Black Licorice.
Oh my god.
Evil bad staff. Black licorice.
Oh my.
That's a name. Okay. Also, I went ahead and posted the shopping list in the Roll20 chat, so everyone remembers what all they got.
E.
Cool. So I'm guessing, yeah, just find a blacksmith somewhere to improve on the dark sand.
Indeed, you can pick, because it's gone from tier 1 to tier 2, you can pick one new property for it.
Cool. Dark sand is now tier 2. And gets a new property. What should I do?
If you don't mind, I would like to work out the finer points of like the properties after the session, so we can focus more on story and roleplay stuff.
No, you can go ahead. I'm just gonna look.
All right.
While we play.
All right. Anyway, so with that in mind, so for Aeon's wand, for the glow stick, I assume at some point Kunara, Rosa, and Kayana will slip away from the others to tend to that.
Yes.
All right, so at some point, you find an opportunity to slip away from the rest of the group, and you make your way to a little to a place where you can work on a little public workshop area. There's various types of work tables for people to perform their craft, mostly things like carpentry and some things of that nature. Nothing elaborate. It should be sufficient for your needs here. So, for this crafting of a tier 2 wand, since you have the stuff for it, you don't need to pay any gil for this. You just need to expend the Lumidust in your inventory and make a synthesis check. With Kayana there to help, I will let Kunara add a +2 to her roll.
Okay.
So when we do this, we need to get it to obviously glow, maybe channel a bit more power than his current one. Do you think we should keep the current kind of moogle design?
Sure, I can do that. After all, as long as it's still practical, I'm willing to work on it. But I don't mind a little bit of flair and design.
Well, if you have flair, I have an idea. I mean, Aeon really I kind of want to remind that Aeon will always have his friends and family, and that we all love him very much. So maybe every time he casts magic, there's like little illusionary particles of all of us kind of cheering Aeon on.
That sounds incredibly advanced, but I shall see what I can do.
It's more or less just a kind of an aesthetical effect. It doesn't necessarily channel into the magic itself. It's kind of like a glamour in a way. Just aesthetical, like all particles come off, like all of us cheering Aeon, like go Aeon, we love you, Aeon.
Hence why I'm here to.
Okay. Kunara, synthesis check.
Oh lord.
Tier 2 weapon, the DC is 9.
And maybe the occasional gumdrop and lollipop.
You want me to make it like a candy cane as well?
No, I mean the illusionary particles, like us cheering and then the occasional bit of candy, please.
I was only
Yeah,
kidding, but fair enough.
We don't want him to eat the wand.
Yeah, that
That's
would
why
do
it doesn't look like a candy cane. Because he would eat the wand, let's be honest.
He would try to, and then he would call it a lie and throw it across the room with eject. Oh!
He would.
Just like corn!
Just like corn.
I just made that wand.
So yeah, Mark 1 design, let's keep it.
And that will be a 14, that gets it.
You rolled it? Okay. So that will take you a few hours to work on, but because it's such a, physically small thing, I'll allow you to do it in a shorter amount of time than you would normally for a weapon. So, after a while, you're able to fashion a wand with some of the lumidust you acquired from the Lunapeas prior, and sort of, while it still has the same basic shape as Aeon's current wand, the moogle head at the top, in order to facilitate the glowing effect, sort of becomes replaced with a sort of pale blue, sort of sphere-shaped stone from the lumidust, sort of pressed and compacted tightly together and sealed up with a form of wax. It gets stuck to the end of the wand, and what do you want the command word to be to make it light up? Because according to the glowing property, it starts glowing with a command.
Something that would be appropriate to Aeon, but something he doesn't say every few seconds.
Yeah.
Kupo, glow, Kupo.
Yeah, glow Kupo sounds a little bit, So...
Poof?
That could work. I would say if it'd be possible if Aeon could have a word command for it, but then again, it probably needs to be done before we give
We
the
need to make
wand
it
to him.
now. I mean, we're weaving the enchantment as we speak, so,
Poof!
I like the idea of Poof. That's not a bad idea. Kyle, any
I don't say it
suggestions?
as often.
That would be awkward at all. Maybe just Poof Kupo? Together?
Maybe minus on the Kupo part, just in case it gets triggered.
Yeah, like let's keep it on Poof because he kind of says Koopo a lot.
Poof it is.
Yes, it is.
All right, so just for the sake of expediency, you haven't received it in character yet, but Mystic, if you would upgrade your weapon to tier 2, its damage output is now your mind times 2, and it now has the glowing property, in quotations, poof, as the command.
Okay, so.
And what shall we name this thing?
Tier 2.
Well, what was the name of the one originally?
Mog Wand, I think.
Mog Stick is what I had it as.
Stick.
Glow
you said
stick?
damage.
Just call it glow stick.
I can either keep it
Yeah.
as Mod Stick or let Aeon decide the name. It is his after all.
I think we should let Aeon decide it, but I think Glow Stick is tentatively what we should introduce it as. And then give him to change it.
Yeah.
Now we just need some wrapping paper, because we need to do this properly, damn it.
wrapping paper?
Presents. It's kind of a thing we do here. And, you know, he strikes me as the kind of individual that likes unwrapping presents on birthdays.
Russell's
Even
like
if
the
they're not
last.
his own.
I take your word for it.
I'll be happy to let you like buy a gift box for like 15 gil.
You.
Oh, good. Everyone's going robot again. It's weird because my internet connection is like 4 full fucking bars. Oh, what the fuck? God damn it.
Owl girl is growing up.
Hello?
Are you there, guys?
Hello.
I am now.
So whenever that happens, we can hear you just fine.
Oh, great. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you should.
As
listen
I
to
was
it.
saying earlier, well, you go ahead and get some of this wrapping paper you speak of. I wait here.
Yes, we should. All three of us worked on this, so we should present it like Three Musketeers from that book I read once.
The free one. You know what? I don't know much of stories from a library. So,
Of course, you would read that time.
I read a lot. I lived in the library, Guyana. I really like books. Do you know I really like books? Books.
Books, 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 books.
Books, 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 books.
Books, books, books.
Anyway, so I will allow you to get like a gift box and some wrapping for about 15 gil.
Gift box and wrapping paper. The wrapping paper has a mixture of little moogles and just cartoonish.
Gotcha. You're down to 542 gil.
And
Robot it again. Internet, stop it! You dumb bitch. I'm going to attempt to reconnect my internet outright.
it doesn't.
Hey!
I hope it's not affecting the recording too much.
Oh, it absolutely is. I've had to shift to the technical difficulty screen 3 fucking times already. Ugh.
I mean, it's not like the actual like fucking it up. Like
It's disrupting the video as much as it's disrupting us because things keep getting put on hold. Anyways, so what did the wrapping paper look like? Tom?
Oh no.
Can you hear me?
God.
Now
Oh
I
my
can.
God.
Okay, I'm
Oh.
changing to the browser version. God damn it. Bullshit. I'm very sorry about this, YouTube. I don't want this. Why does this keep happening?
No! Actually, I could deal with that suffer.
Okay, hello. Can you all hear me?
Ooh, you're on the mic, wrong mic, I think.
I assure you, I most assuredly I am on the right one.
You're
Fluctuating.
Ah,
Now static.
And they're static.
And now they're saying it.
ah. What the
There we
fuck?
go.
What?
Can you hear me?
Wow,
He
wow.
lives.
Koopa.
Try saying the sentences rather than words.
I am saying sentences.
Koopa.
You sound buzzy.
Ah, fucking God. I do not understand what is happening today.
I don't know. It's probably just.
Oh
bad.
no.
It's internet issues on my end. It's definitely
It's
throwing
fine.
a cramp into this session. God fucking damn it.
So yeah, little Moogle designs with candy canes on the wrapping paper as I do this.
All right.
And Kanara spots like a, I don't know, does he spot like a little bow thing or something they have?
Well, I was already assuming they would kind of be on it.
Ah.
Yeah.
All right, so you got that squared away.
Yes.
The three of us together. Shall we go find them? I think Cassandra is probably through distracting him by now.
So, can I do a thing?
Sure. Well, how are you keeping Aeon distracted from all this?
So, again, as the others were off doing the crafting thing, Cassandra had just recently gotten her spear upgraded, and so they went like just a little out of the way just to find like a nice big rock.
Oh no. What are you having me witness?
So so I already picked the property for this, and I just wanted to show it off with this. So with the new sphere, Aeon just sees Cassandra go for a thrust on this big rock, and watch it shatter into a million pieces. As the Dark Sand Lance now has the impact property.
Nice.
Ooh. You made it all go crushy.
She kind of just twirled it. I did. Now you can't. Now nobody can hide from this spear.
Yee, no one can hide from Zandra's scary spear, Koopa.
Exactly.
No one is safe this summer.
Nice.
Experience the terror
Of the dark sand.
of a girl and her moogle. Shaky, shaky, shaky.
Once a sight, now a poking stick.
Poking in a cinema near you.
Death by Koopa Lands. Coming to a theater near you this summer. Only on AT&T. Anyway.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry.
Good
I'm so
job.
sorry.
As we were saying, so yes, as I'm sure the others arrived just in time to watch Cassandra just completely shatter this rock with their new upgraded sphere.
Yep.
That's so awesome.
Oh, you guys are back. Did you
Yeah.
get the thing?
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
What'd you do? What'd you do?
So, you remember how Kayana made you that glow stick?
Oh yeah, you get a little glow stick I had fun shining around and hitting people with.
And then it broke.
Yeah, that was sad. I'm sorry, Kai.
Alright.
Well, Kayana, Kanara, and I, mostly Kayana and Kanara, because they're really awesome, made you a thing, and takes out from behind her back the wrapped gift box.
You got me a present?
There's a present.
Yee, Koopa! What is it? What is it? What is it?
And you just start shaking the box all over the place.
Do you like pull it from their grasp with your telekinesis? So it just flies up to you?
Yes, they just start shaking it around.
So yeah, like Rosa, you're holding it forward and then it just leaves your hands and flies it in. Just, okay.
So basically, he's doing
Please
a Grogu.
Please be careful with that. We just made that.
I just imagine Kayana and Kunara just like cringing, like, please don't shake it.
And Aeon is shaking it.
Yeah, Kai is now having like like having that eye twitching thing.
Is this a normal reaction for everyone to have by perceiving a colorful box?
When you're an adorable child-minded moogle.
Ooh, Sandra! You got your new ability. You can open the box with it.
No.
Sure, break the box. That sounds like a fantastic use of your time.
Please, I beg you do not do that.
We don't recommend it.
You know, Aeon, it's of your present. You should open it.
Okay.
He just sits on the ground and just starts opening it. I'm sorry, I couldn't help it with Han's ability. I was just like, I have
Episode thumbnail.
Just Aeon ripping away a bunch of paper while sitting on the sand.
Yes.
Or the snow, as the case may be.
Yes.
Like a little, like opening a Christmas present.
That's exactly how it is, yeah.
Okay.
Well, I think Kanara's first, turning more white.
Alright, so you rip the paper away, you open up the box, and inside you see it's very similar to your current Mog stick, but instead of a moogle head sort of haphazardly, collaged at the end, there's a faintly glowing blue rock sphere.
Ooh, it's my stick, but it's different, Koopa.
Say the word poof.
Poof?
The rock on the end immediately brightens up dramatically.
It's my glow stick, Koopa.
And this one won't break, it is super tough. Also, try casting magic through it.
Uh-oh.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Let's see, what do I want to use? Dun, 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 dun.
This music.
It is your theme.
Is it just the Moogle theme, or like?
It's just the Moogle theme, but it fits Aeon so perfectly.
I'm just watching a circle of moogles just dancing around each other.
Any magic spell?
Any magic spell.
Okay, I don't remember the name of it. I want to cast illusion for the first time when I actually ever have used it. I want to cast illusion and make the thing that Hades hates, that rock snake thing.
The high Snoglin?
Yes, I want to make a high Snoglin appear.
Okay,
I want to cast illusion.
Give me a moment here. Give me just a second, please, to double check the limit of illusion. Okay, illusion. The character can create a realistic, moving visual image that others can see. The spell does not make real solid object, instead conjuring only magical figments and trickeries. They can move and make noises as long as the caster is within a short range of his illusion, or a medium range in our case, because this book is not consistent with that. And they vanish utterly if he ever goes more than that away. Illusion cannot create false textures or temperatures, and viewers are under no compulsion to believe the authenticity of what they see. No more than usual, anyway. Illusion cannot be used to change someone's appearance flawlessly, nor can this spell's effect occupy more than several meters of space. So you can make kind of a small high Snoglin.
Yeah, that's fine. I just want one.
All right,
One day you could use that spell to make like a ghost or something.
I would love to. We've just never had any opportunity where it's become necessary, and I just, for the fuck of it, just want to do it.
All right, so Aeon, you lift up your wand, and in the space in front of you, there's this little ripple, and you feel the power of the wand is certainly significantly greater than you might have expected from your Mog stick. You feel much more potential for force from it. And as the spell goes through, there's this sort of faintly shimmering, clearly not real, as the shading on it is just all wrong. It looks plasticky, but it's this kind of plasticky high Snoglin, and its two heads sort of come poking out. They look like Legos.
As he casts a spell, almost like a burst of confetti, you see illusionary versions of lollipops, candy canes, and all the other members of the Freebirds all just giving like thumbs up and looking happy, and these see Aeon.
Oh my goodness, this wand is amazing, Koopa! I see all the pretty colors and all of us in candy!
Isn't it one of those creatures from the riverside?
I remember seeing them in Great-Grandpa Thampy's books. He's really hated on. The pages were almost ripped out, but I remember seeing the picture. For some reason, he really didn't like him, but I think it's so cute. Look at it!
Cassandra? Are you okay?
This is Hades making the noise. Cassandra is probably just laughing.
I'm sorry, I couldn't help it.
Hang on a second. I'm trying to find a thing.
Oh no.
Thing. What is this thing? I don't want thing.
Don't worry about it.
Meanwhile, somewhere Thanatos is probably spinning in his grave or wondering
he's
why.
always doing that about something or other.
They just put a warning on his gravestone now. It's like he makes noises. Don't worry about it.
He's spinning so often they installed a merry-go-round. Like that Moogle circle in the chat.
Honey, you know I had to. I love that thing.
I don't know why you love that thing.
I think it's creative. I think it's an amazing creature.
It is.
Thank you.
And the one before it is adorable.
But yeah, so you have your new glow stick. It makes all the confetti and things, and we hope did it make you happy?
Where the hell is it?
It just makes me happy, Kupo.
He just gives Rose
there
a
we go.
big hug, and then goes to Kayana and Kunara. Just gives them all big hugs.
Okay, so as you're doing that, Aeon, there's one thing that everyone kind of needs to roll awareness checks on really quick.
Oh no!
Roll awareness.
Okay.
Don't drop my dice, come on,
Oh, that's another good roll.
Okay,
Give me a
4 and a
second.
4. My awareness is.
Oh, we both got 4s.
Yeah, so 8, 9, 10, 11.
11.
All
The
right.
season of the 4.
So 11.
Four?
Did anyone get higher than 12?
I got a 13.
Okay. Kayana?
Getting there.
Okay.
2 4s and a 5 make 13.
2 balls and a bong.
Did you say 2 balls and a bong?
It's from a hilarious YouTuber parody of Sonic.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
I'm tempted to find it.
Please do.
We can check it out after we're done here.
Yeah, don't worry.
13.
Okay, Kayana and Kunara, who are both kind of hanging back a little bit, you both notice. It's only for a moment, but in the aftermath of Aeon casting that illusion and then going over to, start hugging people, there's this brief moment where, the runes along Rosa's bow that give it its punch just sort of flicker for a second before returning to normal.
What?
Huh?
Yeah, I was kind of looking at Kanara, just like, you seeing what I'm seeing?
So wait, obviously, Rosa doesn't know yet, but that happened when Aeon cast a spell and it caused the runes on Thorn to flicker.
More or less.
The fuck?
It's okay, Aeon, we did this just for you because you are a special Moogle and adorable.
Thank you so much, all of you.
And now you can glow whenever you want. Just turn it on and off by going poof.
Poof, 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 poof.
You're creating a strobe effect by doing that.
Oh my god.
Oh
You've
dear.
made a wonderful mistake.
This is fine.
Everything is fine.
Cassandra, I do apologize for what's going to happen on nights from now.
It's not the end of the world, I guess.
Are you sure?
Oh my god.
Sandra, did you like my gift?
I do. So you finally got a glow stick. Now you'll be in charge of keeping everybody in the light.
Yee, Kupo, I love it, I love it.
You are the light guardian.
All right, what'd I miss? Sorry about that. Dad barged in.
Aeon is gushing.
Okay.
Well, Kanara and Kayana did a lot of the work, Kanara with the internals, and Kayana with the aesthetics, and you do alright, you're giving each other a lot of side glances.
Are you two okay, Koopa?
Yeah, we're fine.
Yeah.
Fine.
I love that response so much.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we're fine.
But
So
I'm
it's-
still tired.
Do we
So-
suspect that they're lying? Can I detect if they're lying or not?
Inquiry check.
It would be they would make an acting check, and you would make an inquiry check.
Okay.
Is Kanara making a
Make
different
Oh, I
response?
have some in inquiry. I'm
I
sorry.
don't
I
I don't
mean,
think Kunara said
Kanara
anything.
didn't really
so,
say anything.
So Kunara
Nah,
doesn't
she
need
just-
to roll. So.
Yeah.
Okay, my inquiry versus your acting, Kai. Let's go.
I
Let's
have
go.
no acting whatsoever.
I have inquiry, and I did a good roll, so let's go.
Way low.
Uh-oh.
So,
Aeon
Kai-
is a
so,
really bullshit
so
detector.
if Kayana doesn't have anything in acting, then she needs to make a critical success, or she's gonna fail this no matter what. Excuse me.
Too sleepy. Not enough caffeine to lie.
What is zero?
Like, how much acting does Kayana have? She doesn't have any.
I have none.
Then it would just be a flat 2d6.
No.
7!
Yeah, Kayana said, "No, we're fine." A little too quickly. Even you can pick up on that, Aeon.
You're lying, Kai? What's the matter?
Yeah, I think the caffeine's to me.
Kai would never lie. Kai is like the therapist.
But the way she said it, I can tell she's lying. Kai's always calm with her responses.
Kayana?
And you can just hear her go, yeah, I think the caffeine's getting to me.
Can I make an inquiry check on that statement, which is bollocks?
Sure.
Does Kayana not like the gift she made me?
Oh no.
Oh, no.
No, don't do that. Come on.
Rolled a 6.
Okay, now I the damn.
Another flat 2d6. Can you beat my 6?
Just a flat 2d6.
9.
Yeah, I think she's right. I think it's just the coffee. That stuff was wild. Hey, Jan, we all worked really hard on your glow stick because we all love you because you are the best.
Okay, as long as it wasn't a problem for anybody.
Hey, Jan, you being happy is not the problem for any of us because you are adorable. Starts poking him in the cheeks.
Okay.
Okay. Besides, poof.
Warm.
Poof, poof, poof.
Warm.
Oh my God.
Situation diffused.
Now, who's ready for a formal dinner with the mayor?
It has been a few hours at this point. You're getting on into the afternoon.
There we go. I moved my mic a little bit more.
Nice.
Alright then. So, I guess we should go make ourselves presentable? Is that what you're supposed to do with meeting important people?
I don't know. I only have these clothes.
Well, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I think we kind of need to make ourselves presentable.
I mean, you guys didn't have to give me time to pack. We kind of just left.
You kinda-
Kayana, as a native of Lapenia, you would know the general procedures that come with meeting with individuals of import or any kind of like public office. And generally speaking, it's on a more individual basis. Like, once you hit the level of, like, a specific city's manager, like a mayor, there's usually a degree of formality typically requested, but at that rank, it's usually more individual to whoever the sitting mayor is. Some want more formalities, some want to just be candid and blunt, some want some mixture of the two. It varies and it depends. If you want, you could make a lore check to see if you are at all aware of how this particular mayor goes about it.
Okay, I can do lore check. Wait, do I have any?
I think
No,
you have
do
like
not.
I think you have like at least one of the lores.
I don't have it.
You are right, you don't. Still, as this is your homeland, I'll give you a +2 all the same.
So I just put 2d6 plus 2.
Yep.
Why?
5. Nope. No idea.
Well, maybe she'll appreciate the authenticity of the heroes who saved her people as they were when they did the saving, still covered in the blood and everything.
Oh, you guys are clean at this point. You did do that.
We just took a bath.
I'm saying you took a bath and your clothes probably got at least slightly scrubbed down.
I don't know, they missed a spot. There's like a slight spot here.
Well, I mean, I guess it just head on over there. Let's say, me, you will never get me in a dress. I will tell you that.
I like dresses. They're pretty.
You would.
Can't see Kai in a dress either.
What's that meant to mean? Yeah, I would.
Yeah, just when Aeon said just saying Kai in a dress, she's like, I would rather be on fire than be in a dress.
Actually,
Why? They're pretty, and yes, I am worrying about it, Cassandra. What does that meant to mean? Ah.
Well, actually, wait, I can't see any of you besides Rosa in a dress. Kunara, I can't see in a dress either.
Do they make dresses for fur?
Something floral, maybe a bit dark green. I miss my wardrobe.
If it's all fine with you, you can all enjoy the festivities. I'm not in much of a festive mood.
You sure?
Yeah, besides, I have a few important things I need to do myself.
Well, you're sure, but you're gonna miss out on like food and no, I don't know. Maybe Mel was expecting all of us.
I understand. I am aware, but at the moment, I'm not typically hungry. I'd be fine.
Well, alright.
If you say so. We'll meet you back at the inn tavern afterwards then?
Sure. I'd be there.
All right, so I assume as the party is sort of splitting here that Kunara is going off to get a start on the weapon she wants to make for herself.
Mm-hmm.
All right, once again, synthesis check. This time no bonus from Kayana. Just your synthesis roll flat.
And as Kanara does that and they're parting, Rosa turns to Cassandra and goes, we're talking about this dress thing. I think it really looked nice in something like purple, maybe a bit of blacks, a bit of silvers.
Yeah, no.
Oh, come on. We'd look great. Like proper sisters.
I haven't worn a dress since my 16th birthday, and it was a disaster, so it's not gonna happen.
When's your next birthday?
I'm not telling you.
Hey, and when's her next birthday?
I don't remember.
Did we assign birth dates? I believe we assigned
did,
birth
but-
dates.
Yep.
I think I just can't remember when. I think it's on the calendar.
Kanara's birthday is the 1st of January.
You know where Rosa's is?
I already had mine. Because, you know, he did the thing.
Cassandra's is the 13th of Fading Life.
Which is.
Aeon is the...
Basically, basically her birthday was last month. right at the tail end of fall.
Yeah.
So it was right after her birthday when they. So it was before they met.
Yeah, Cassandra's birthday was like it was like almost 3 weeks before they met in Marasu.
Yeah.
He's got to piss himself. Well, I will get you into one day. You look great, come on.
Not gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
I agree with Cassandra.
See, she gets it.
Challenge is accepted. I have books on persuasion.
Yeah, hope to see how that works.
So, Kunara, how did your roll go?
Well, I figured it was like around 9 I had to hit, so I had to put another destiny point to it because I rolled pretty low.
How much did you get? You are adding your synthesis weapon skill, don't forget.
I did, and it was low. Really low, 7, so I rolled a 5 with the destiny point.
Who knew?
So that would make it 12. Would that do it?
12 will definitely do it. Your weapon will be completed on the 30th of Frost Creep, the last day of the month. So you may, you can decide what you want the additional property for it to have in the meantime. It has to be a tier 2 property associated with a weapon.
I've already got that down.
All right,
Literally in my notes.
Cool. We can address that a little later then. For now, the rest of the party is gathering their shit to go to this dinner.
Duh.
All right. All right. So you just heading straight there?
Guess so.
All right. You were there. I will say there were instructions to the manor provided with the parcel as part of an address, as part of a more formal invitation that you would present. So when you arrive in the sort of snowy weather and the slowly dimming light, the place looks really nice. It's larger even than Claudian's manor was, but despite its large scale, you're seeing a surprising lack of embellishments or adornments. There's warm glows of firelight coming from various windows. There's this sort of high stone wall that sort of surrounds the campus. A very nice sort of a wrought iron metal gate with these coiling bars with ornamental designs of leaves sort of circling all over. There are 2 city watch members stationed outside. You can see beyond the bars of that entrance this sort of winding-ish path that heads up to a set of stairs that go up to the front entrance. And as you're approaching, and I should say, this is sort of on the northern end of town at an elevated position to sort of look out over the rest of the city. You get a very nice view of the harbor and the oceans beyond, heading out into the Grand Gateway Bay. It's very nice. As you're approaching, one of the guards steps forward. Tarufel man. What business have you with the mayors?
Cassandra just pulls out the invitation. We were invited.
He looks it over for a second. So you were. It all checks out. Let him through. Your weapons will need to be checked at the door. No exceptions.
Grumbles, but nods.
All right, so you make your way up the steps. You sort of come out into this very, very nice entrance hall. Off to your right, there's this sort of... My brain is farting. There's a little counter. There's a man standing behind it. Looks bored out of his goddamn mind. He looks up as you're entering. The whole chamber is very nicely lit by a chandelier overhead, and the walls are very nice and well polished, very shiny. This is a very lovely space. There are a few sort of paintings up on the walls that look like they depict sort of the history of Windurst so far, like its initial founding off to the left, and then further to the right another one that shows the city after a few years of development with some structures built up, a courthouse done up, that sort of thing. It's very stylized. There's some stairways off to either side, a doorway directly ahead. The man at the counter sort of perks up as you're entering. All weapons must be checked. Please leave them here. You can reclaim them on your way out.
Okay, it's
Rosa starts getting off a bow and then looks towards Aeon. Oh, his isn't a weapon. It kind of goes poof.
War.
It's a glow stick.
The guy raises an eyebrow. You may make an negotiation check.
So I figure that Aeon will not part. I figured Aeon's not going to part with his new glow stick.
I'm gonna be upset if I have to again.
That's not a bad roll. It's a 5 and a 4, so that's 9 plus 2, so 11.
11. I'll make a roll here.
Oh no.
After a few seconds, very well.
Hey.
Thank you, Mr. Knight.
I'm not a knight. I'm.
You look like a guy.
Commander just hands to Sphero, just accept it. Also, if I see a scratch on this is brand new, if I see a scratch on it, you're paying for it.
Right. He sort of takes it, nods at it approvingly. Oh, very nice craftsmanship. Don't worry, they're all going to be safe back here.
As I'm handing over my bow, do I notice anything off with it as I'm looking at it?
No, not really. No, it looks fine.
Alright.
And your new staff.
Yes, it's my new staff.
Yep. So you hand
So
over black
did-
licorice.
So I go. So this is thorn. Be careful; those are real thorns. And this is black licorice. It makes things cold. So
Oh.
Right. And he sort of stuffs them in their places. Duly noted.
And then Kayana's gun.
Gun. Don't see many of these. Need to roll a thing.
Roll a thing.
dang.
Kiana, do me a favor. Roll 1d12.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Scarab things.
Oh no.
Honey,
Da.
Messinium.
1d12, right?
Yeah. Four?
Yep.
Holy shit.
Okay, so as the guard is sort of looking the gun over, he then glances up at you, looks down at the gun, and you see his brow furrowing. Wait a minute. Huh. Wasn't expecting to see you here.
Is Kayana like famous or something?
You don't know?
Eh.
Oh. I won't pry into your business, Miss Omu. And he just tucks the gun back onto one
Does
of the
the name
guys.
Omu ring any bells? No, that's the first time
Omu?
Rose's ever heard that last name.
Lore history check.
I am good at
Yeah,
history.
now Kai has her eyes widened now.
I have nothing in this.
That
state.
is 4, 8, 9, 10.
10. You would actually recognize that last name.
Oh.
Oh no.
It's kind of a significant one. Because you're not necessarily well versed in politics. You usually kept your attention more on things like legends and stories and things like that. But the name Omu, last you heard, was the family name of one of the families who currently has a member sitting on the ruling council of Lapinia.
Kayana, don't you have like a family member who's like super important and stuff?
I'm not saying
Is something wrong, Kai?
I don't want to talk about it.
But we're your friends. You can talk to us about anything, Kai.
Said I don't want to talk about it.
You some runaway princess or something?
just not ready to talk about it.
Okay.
Leon just kind of like stays close to Cassandra.
Didn't Cassandra and Kayana have like a heart-to-heart that the rest of us weren't privy to at some point?
Yes, but this is still new to her. Shush.
Right. Well, anyway, the dining hall is just up those steps. You take a left, and like you can tell that the guy's like trying to break the awkward, sudden like tension in the air by giving directions. And he gives very precise directions to the dining hall. All right.
I guess we go.
Enjoy your meal.
Yeah, Kai is just not anything.
Thinking on the name Umu, now they've made that connection with the Council of Lapinia. 'Cause isn't Lapinia ruled by a queen or something in
No. Lapinia's like nationwide government is handled by a council of scholars, mages, and learned individuals. But each city does still typically have its own sort of specific governor, like a mayor or a local lord or lady or what have you, to sort of manage smaller detail things. The council handles the nation at large.
And so, having made that connection that an Umu sits on that council in Tenori.
Specifically, they sit on the second seat. The seats are numbered from like first being most senior, they've been there the longest, to the sixth seat being the youngest, they've been here the shortest amount of time. You recall that the Omu name, as last you heard of it, was on like the second or third seat?
And having made that connection with that name, do I recall any scandals with that family? Any big incidents that kind of spread around?
Another lore history check, so this one will be a much higher DC.
Come on, Dave.
You just want to get everyone's secrets at this point.
I mean, it's been brought up. It's kind of hard not to, and that was a much better roll than my last one. That's a 14.
14?
Oh,
Afraid not, no.
What?
Like, you're not necessarily, like I said, you usually focused more on, fiction or legends or things like that. Politics is dry and boring, and it gets complicated quickly. So most things that tend to do with that, especially with a nation you aren't part of and don't hail from, just kind of passed you by. So if there is anything like that, you know nothing about it.
What was the DC for that? That was a 6 and a 4 plus 4 for level 3.
That was a 15 DC. You just missed it. I'm sorry.
Not quite.
All you needed was one more.
God damn, that was a tough one.
Well, it's probably something that he doesn't want you to know yet.
Hey. I tried.
Indeed.
You try.
So heading straight to the dining hall?
Yes.
All right. When you get there and you sort of push open the door and poke your head in, it is a very, very nice hall. High ceiling, plenty of candles to provide warm illumination. There's this very long dining table set out, though not many places have been set, as there aren't necessarily very many people who will be eating here. Food has not yet been put out, as you are here a little on the early side. But as you're sort of entering, you do see a human individual sort of ducking through one of the doors because he's taller than all these fucking doors. And as he sort of comes up, he looks over. You must be the Freebirds, yes?
That'd be us.
Very good. Well, as it so happens, the mayor is still getting herself presentable. It might be a little bit, and food is still being prepared, but I shall pass it along that you are here. Please, by all means, find a seat, make yourselves comfortable.
Okay.
All right, so you find a spot to sit, get yourselves comfortable, and the man sort of glides smoothly and swiftly out of the room, just sort of Alfreding out of there.
Rose is going to watch whatever seat Cassandra gets into and then get the one to the right of her.
Okay. So you two are sitting next to each other, and that puts Kyanna and I guess Aeon on the other side.
I guess.
All right.
Yes.
I mean, I figured it'd be a really big table because it's Lord.
It is a really big table, but I'm kind of my OCD brain is demanding symmetry.
Can I sit on Sandra's lap?
Yes.
If you want.
Yes. Yes.
All right, so you are in Cassandra's lap.
Yay!
We need one of those baby seats on.
Oh my god.
I'm not a baby!
He is a Moogle adult.
What about those little when baby things where they take them out, like carry them out? I don't know what they are.
Is it like the thing like strapped onto the chest?
Yes.
Like, yeah, I could see Cassandra having that, honestly.
I can see her having that, like when he was really little. That or Talia.
Talia, yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
at any
well.
rate,
Like before he could like really fly. Like, can Moogles fly like just right out, or do they have to learn?
imagine it takes them a bit for their wings and their magic to kind of get good enough because, like, those wings should not be able to support their weight, like the bumblebee. So,
I imagine like before he was able to like fly and everything, Talia would just be like carrying him like one of those things.
Little Moogle nugget.
but yes. So, is there any conversations the group wishes to have while they're waiting?
Well, Rosa meets
Oh.
Kayana's gaze and gets immediately awkward. Oh.
Go ahead, hon. You were about to say something.
What's it? So, I guess we learned something we weren't supposed to yet. So you're got family in high places, huh?
Should be noted that Rosa did not necessarily reveal all of that.
Oh,
Yeah,
I mean-
like I was just telling Tom what Rosa knew.
Oh, wait, Rosa already said that, so you had like family that is super important.
Right.
She said that out loud.
okay. Well,
Okay, fair enough. I forgot
Okay,
that
well,
bit.
if it's said aloud, then it's fine.
so yeah, like I said, like Father was saying, just family in high places, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, she was kind of looking at the side as she was kind of like being reminded of past and junk.
So is that why you've got a thing in Tenori?
Probably, yeah, one of them.
Okay. That seems a lot of us have family issues.
But I never thought I'd go back, but we gotta.
Yeah, we'll make it quick.
Yeah, I don't want to see a specific person's face.
Oh? And what person would that be?
Again, I have to say.
Sandra, don't push her, she'll yell at you.
Oh.
I didn't mean to. It's just that, you know.
We won't pry if you're not ready to talk, but know that we are here when you do want to talk, okay?
Alright. I'm sorry for yelling at you, Anne.
It's fine, I won't talk about it again.
Cassandra just kind of holds him closer. It's okay. Okay, Anne, we just have to let Kai just tell us when she's ready.
Mm-hmm.
Like, come on, just think, after Tenori, we get to go to the Academy City, we get to see Aunt Sarah.
Uh-huh.
You get to meet my grandma, Pandara.
Yay! So we get to see the good family.
I've never met Grandma Pandara. I read about her.
Are you,
Say-
like, excited?
There's stars in my eyes.
I can't tell if that's nervous or excited.
Nervous sighted.
Nervous sad. Isn't she really old by now?
Well, she is Alara, and they live like 1,000 or something years. I mean, according to the book, Grandma Panara did some bad things for some good reasons, but then she got better, and then she came over to Eno and helped out a lot. Then she lost her magic and got it back again, and that was super awesome. It could make fire from her fingers. I want to meet her.
Cassandra.
I bet Aunt Sarah can kick her butt.
Are we, no.
What?
It's just straight up a hard no from Rosa.
What's that laugh and then the sudden no?
Cassandra just kind of looks at us like, what do you mean, no?
Your aunt will not beat my grandma.
And why not?
Because she's the arch black mage and she's like super powerful.
Can we bet on it?
I bet 1 Kupo.
Well, I bet 2 Kupos that my Aunt Sarah can beat your grandma. Besides, she's old.
Solara's did for a really long time. Old is relative. So, Aeon, that is a pot of 3 Kupos. Which means 3 hugs from Aeon, I think. Because I don't know how what Kupo is.
Yay! Can I play with the plates?
Or is there anything on the table? Or
There's some candelabras, but no plates yet.
oh, I like play with the utensils on the
Sure,
table.
there's some. Sure, I'll let you play with some silverware. You just like.
Yay!
Just like all the
Yeah.
like knives and forks and everywhere just
Yeah,
floating
you
in the air.
Yeah, you can see Kai just saying like, or you can still play with your little wand.
That's right, but I can use my wand with telekinesis and play with both of them. Poof.
Whoa.
Takes all the knives and forks and starts playing with them.
Oh
It
dear.
looks like-
You start making like
look
hand
like a
shadows
conductor.
using the glow stick as a base on the wall.
We're gonna
It looks like a conductor just waving the wand everywhere and just everything just flying.
Da 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 da.
You know, I kind of lied about the wand. Maybe we should use the magic through the wand.
Poof, poof, poof.
Oh, no.
It is at about this time.
Guards in this room.
There is like one who is watching the silverware dancing in there and is like, and then the door next to him opens up and a Tarafel woman steps through.
Put it back. Put it back.
And you hear her voice calling out, "Please put the silverware back. Those are very expensive."
Oh, I'm sorry.
Vroom.
And it
Drops everything.
just drops it.
Oh god.
Like, are you just dropping it straight out of the air, or are you trying to put it back neatly?
No, drops it straight out of the air.
Oh god.
Do you expect Aeon to have precision?
Rosa just slowly starts shrinking in her seat.
And Cassandra just grabs Aeon and just kind of puts her between, like, to where he's kind of out of sight between her and the mayor.
And you sort of turn your attention to the mayor, and you see this very, for being like a small Tarafel woman, she has a surprising air of grace to her. She has a sort of a long, sort of dark, almost black blue hair that's sort of swept back over her shoulders with a few elegant curls off to the sides. She has a pair of glasses on, sort of a kind of a more elegant features, as elegant as they can be on a Tarafel, and she has this very nice sort of a star sparkly blue outfit on, not not necessarily a full-on dress, but more like a robe almost. But you see that there are like plenty of pockets along the sides and along the hips that you imagine once upon a time might have just been loaded down with potions or vials or whatever. It's like she took her old apothecary uniform and then made it presentable for office. And as she surveys the chaos, she gets a sort of strained smile. Valmafra did say there was an element of chaos to be had with you all.
Well, is that me?
I would assume so.
So, yeah, sorry about that. You must be the mayor.
Yes, I am. Rimalala Sybil at your service, but please, you can just call me Rima.
Rima, so, this is a little unexpected.
Well, after hearing about your efforts to save so many innocent people within my territory, how could I not take an interest in you? Honestly, the recent events are the most interesting things to happen in Windurst in years, and I felt it only appropriate to give the heroes of the hour the recognition they are due.
We kind of stumbled upon this whole thing by accident.
Accident or not, you rose to the occasion. And that is worthy enough of recognition, I think. Now, you are named Aeon, yes? And she gestures at you, Aeon.
That's me! Hi, Kuva!
Could you please put all the silverware back where you found it?
I will try my best, Koopa, though I'm not good with getting in the right places.
Just to make sure you only need to make sure every seat has a fork, knife, and spoon.
Okay, I'll do my best.
Okay, finesse check, please.
Oh god.
Yes, please go wrong. For the one time I'm actually asking for a roll to go bad. I need my sheet.
You do need that.
Oh
And
no.
it's 4. Okay.
This is gonna be a freaking disaster again.
It's gonna be a nightmare. Something bad is gonna happen right now.
Of course, it's a bit.
10. That's not terrible.
10. Yeah, that's sufficient. It's not that hard. You were given a pretty clear instruction, and without needing to be like super duper precise and neat, you sort of go through and in rapid succession manage to pick up like sets of silverware and get them back to where they belong. Fork, knife, and spoon at each spot. They're not at all even or symmetrical, but they're present.
How did we end up with an extra spoon? All the places are filled.
That was from further down the table.
I did it.
Because
Koopa.
I was expecting 5 of you.
Yes, our friend Kunara has had some troubling feelings of the last few days. She does apologize that she couldn't join us, but she had her own feelings to work out.
Say no more. I understand. Do pass on my regards. Now then. Rimalala then heads over to her slightly elevated seat, hops up, takes a seat. Now then. We're here for more than just idle chatter, so... And with that, some doors off on the other side of the room swing open, and in come a collection of chefs, and immediately the smell of fresh cooked, very nice food hits all of you just like a freight truck. It's very nice, and there's a whole assortment from like vegan, vegetarian to just straight up pure carnivore like dishes sort of being brought out. And Rima sort of gestures with a smile. Please take your pick.
Rose is straight to the carnivorous one.
All right.
Connor is also going for the carnivorous one, just going and not. Let's just say her table manners are have much to be desired.
Rose's table manners are, I imagine, much superior because, her parents pretty raised her quite well for that.
Yes, I can see her. I can see Rosa being the one that just cuts it with a knife and just daintily eats it like a actual formal person. And Cassandra is literally just cutting into it and then just shoving it in her mouth.
Yeah. Rose is the ones who likes formal dress. I'm sure she can use utensils.
Indeed. Specifically for Aeon, it seems as though a parfait has been brought out for him.
Yee!
Lots of sweet-tasting fruits in it, too. If you want
Fruits!
There's something healthy in there.
Do you have any peaches? He likes peaches. Sorry. Hi, I'm Rosa.
1 second.
Rosa.
Take your blue pills. Yep.
And we'll say, sure, there are some peaches among the ensemble.
Thank you. So yeah, hi. Sorry, I'm Rosa. It's Selwyn is the last name. Selwyn Phil, technically, but also just Selwyn. It's thing.
It's all right. You don't need to be intimidated by me. I'm just curious about all of you, that's all. And you don't need to worry about offending me. I am a fan of authenticity in my home. So, Solwyn, was it?
Uh-huh.
Who would have thought I would have a descendant of a warrior of light? 2 of them, in fact, in my home.
Hmm? Oh, well, Cassandra Shadow Flash. No.
Who else do you think I was referring to? So, the Freebirds, are you? I must confess.
What we came up with.
I must confess, I was not expecting a band of adventurers to be at the forefront of something like this. Yet here you are. I'm curious, whereabouts did you all meet, if you don't mind my asking?
Marasu.
We met on a boat.
I wasn't on the boat. Fluffy sat on a guy. Speaking of Fluffy, I assume Fluffy's outside.
Fluffy's kind of. I assume you kind of just left Fluffy to get pampered at a stable while you were busy shopping.
Probably.
So Fluffy is currently off just getting the best brushing.
But
Kind of kicks the floor a bit. Back to you.
yeah, Fluffy's my chocobo. She is best girl.
I kind of met them. Met those two, as she kind of points at Cassandra and Aeon on the boat. Well, on the boat, actually. With Kunara as well. And I was doing a job there.
Wow. So, and she's sort of, and like Rima has like a large like a bowl of like salad and fruits and vegetables for herself. And as she's starting to go into that, what was it that initially brought you to Windurst?
We were looking for a missing daughter. We were in Tenori, and we saw a job that was looking for a missing daughter. She was last seen at the festival here and turned out to be one of the people that was abducted.
So serendipity brought you here.
Pretty much.
Funny how fate seems to do that. It was largely serendipity that I wound up in my current position.
That's kind of how we met, because, Selwyn and a Shadowgrass bumping into each other in an alleyway.
I would chalk that less up to serendipity and more up to fate.
Oh. Fate has a funny sense of humor. She kind of idly scratches her throat when she says that.
Well, regardless, wherever fate seems fit to intervene, I'm sure it leads us where we're supposed to be. But for most, it's just happenstance and intent. But
Brahmatra told us about how your humble startings, apothecary, right?
among other things, but yes, primarily an apothecary. I tended to the sick and the wounded, provided potions and remedies for various ailments. The works.
I can respect that. Our mother back home was an alchemist, one of the best in Garland, actually.
What was her name? It's possible we might have communicated at some point.
This is Talia Shadowcross.
No, I don't think I ever communicated with that one, unfortunately. If it was down in Garlat, then that would explain it. That was very far outside of my circle, but still. The trades get around, especially among the masters. What opinion do you have of my fair city?
It's a nice port town. I'd say I'm sure all those coming from the islands just come through here heading for Tenori, Lalito, and Anomo.
Those heading for Lulato or Anamo typically find themselves docking in Poriton, as it is closer. As for those heading to Tenori or further inland, Windurst is their port of call of choice. More often than not, we receive merchant vessels from farther across the oceans to the west, from Venata and, on rare occasion, from Zalart. Then Rima kind of casts her glances around at some of the other members of the table. So then, what is next for all of you?
I think Miss Celia was with her boyfriend Rickard, and then we were going to take her home, and then we were going to go to Anoa, because Grandma Panara's up there.
The Arch-Black Mage herself.
I've never met her. I'm really excited. I have a lot of questions.
Well, will you be staying in Lapinia long?
Lapinia? It's in the entire nation? Because that's a lot. That's a big place.
Yes, but I do know that, with the borders being what they are and the life of an adventurer being what it is, I know that it is not uncommon for bands of adventurers to amble all across Fenora, if not beyond. So I would not be surprised if your paths eventually took you from these lands and to other ones.
It's always possible. We've kind of been winging it.
I mean, someday I'd like to meet Grandma Nee and Uncle Keth and all that kind of thing. Go back to where I was born in Vitae, but I mean, there's also that guy in the note.
Guy in a note?
Do you know the name Fogel, by any chance?
Rima considers the name for a few seconds. I think I've heard of a name like that. Can't say I know any specifics, however.
It was, I think, from Vitae Ways.
If it was all the way down in Vitea, then I'm afraid that would have fallen well outside of my sphere of attention.
You know when you know a name of someone, you feel like it's the name of someone you've met, but you can't really place the meeting.
Can't say I've had that experience.
Oh.
I do know that one time I met just a fine lad when I was working as an apothecary, who I am pretty sure was sweet on me, and I was not against the idea, but I never got his name, and he sailed away. So I have to deal with that all the time.
The one that got away.
Right?
Huh. Okay.
I'm sorry, I don't have guests over as often as I would like. I
mean, I don't normally come to parties because I used to stay indoors. Now I'm adventuring, and then I killed someone, and I got stabbed and hurt, and it's a lot. Sorry.
You're fine, you're fine. I feel like we're all just being a little bit awkward here.
I have to say, this is probably my first time meeting somebody at your official ranking.
Well, in your line of work, if you keep doing good as you have been, there's a good chance you might meet plenty more of people of my rank, if not higher. But only time will tell on that front.
We'll see where the wind takes us, I suppose.
As of now, you've mentioned that the wind is going to be taking you north towards Animo after a stop in Tenori.
That is the plan.
I get the impression you're not ones to remain in one place. There's a certain...
No, not usually.
Yes, there is a certain spark I'm seeing in you, all that eagerness for the road ahead.
The Newlands was the nice part of being out here. I mean, there was a point where I'd never seen so much ocean from all angles, and then there's no a little further in, and there isn't any ocean at all. How do you manage?
Come again?
Sorry, I grew up on an island. There was always an ocean, and then further in, then there's no ocean. It's weird.
Ah. Well, I've grown up surrounded on all sides by mountains and forests, and then when I found myself out in the middle of the plains of Odin one time, and I looked around and it was just flat rolling plains with nothing in it, I felt like all the world had been picked clean. It's a normal feeling. When you grow up in among certain features and then you find yourself separated from them, it can be disorienting.
The real world's a lot.
It is. It very much is.
You've traveled a lot then, Koopa?
Not a lot. This was many years ago. Before I had finalized even my training as an apothecary, I had been on a trip from here down to Viala. Meeting with a couple of colleagues down there, and then I had to come back up, and, well, an incident occurred with my companions and I was separated from them and found myself out in the middle of nowhere away from the road. It was a trying time, but eye-opening and an experience I won't soon forget, and one I don't regret. That said, if it had been your intention to remain near Windurst for some time, I wouldn't have been against potentially hiring you on more full-time.
We appreciate the offer, but the life of an adventurer leaves you on the open road.
Free birds and stuff, that's kind of the name.
I had that feeling, yes.
But if you ever have another round of magical slavers coming in, I'm sure you can find some way of being in touch.
I'm sure I could.
Especially if you Mr. Ma'am, if you hear the name Forgol again, because when we were looking through Claudia and stuff, which we were doing completely legally because, you know, we were sent by the guard and all that.
Valmafra gave me the full rundown of everything, I'm aware.
There was a letter, and this guy Forgol, he seemed to be involved. He was the one who gave them like the whole mind control weirdness.
Troubling. There's precious little I can do about it from here, but I could send word along to individuals more well versed and see if they could send any word back or send word to you.
Do you have any way of sending word to a Nomo?
I could send a messenger. I'm not sure how long it would take them to get to the message from the mayor of a lowly port town like Windurst, but I could certainly make the effort. But if you're headed that way, I honestly feel like you would be redundant, yes. But that being said, I am still happy to lend my efforts on occasion if you need anything from me in return for the services you've provided my city. You need only ask.
I don't suppose you have a tome of communion in the city anywhere.
I have a couple that I have yet to find any use for in my archives.
Can I... would it be too much to ask if I could request one of these tomes? She's trying to put on as much air and graces as she can. She asked that.
Right. just one or a full pair? Because the pairs do have to be linked at creation.
Link pair, so I can send one to Marasu.
Hmm. Very well. I believe I could accommodate that.
Thank you. I think we'll be here for another couple days.
Very well then. But for now, and then she sort of takes up one of the glasses, her glass that she's been drinking from, holds it up a bit. To your health, and to good fortune on the roads ahead.
Just lifts up their drinks. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Takes a big gulp of wine.
Kicks your senses like a kangaroo.
I just won't have to do this again.
There's like a vibration and a pulse that goes through your skull.
Can I ask a request?
You may.
Is there a way I can have a plate of some of the carnivore food so I can bring to Kuna? Just so she can have some part of the dinner.
You take our box.
That is a fascinating request to make of a mayor of a town.
Did you just say a doggy bag?
I'm not in character, but yes.
Well, you may not take the plates; those are expensive. But if you can find a way to transport the meat on your own, you may.
The floof!
Huh?
You just
And then I take it you just like pick up a big old slab of steak and engulf it.
Yes! Yes!
So you watch as Aeon reaches over and picks up a big old slab of nice brown juicy steak, a little pinked in the middle. Then just sort of rotates 90 degrees so his face is pointing up towards the ceiling, holds up the steak to his floof, and then just...
Thank you so much, Mayor.
That is deeply disturbing and infinitely fascinating. What
It is, right?
Pardon my profanity, but what the fuck?
time mage. Don't. They're weird.
Moogle.
I have known a couple of time mages. None have done that.
Moogle.
I got a cool wand too that my friends gave me. Want to see it? Poof!
Bruh. Ah! And as everyone kind of gets blinded by the surprise light.
It's just a
Jesus.
spark of confetti of illusionary free birds.
Oh my gosh.
So for purposes of expediency, because I am running out of things to have this woman talk about,
Yeah, it's fine.
let's say that unless there's anything else specifically you wish to ask of her,
Just the type of communion, that's all I need.
then the rest of the dinner passes pleasantly. After like the more formal points of curiosity that Rima asked of you all to, get a better feel for you as a group and what it is you're up to and what you're doing, it shifts to more casual conversation, and once the initial awkwardness of dining with a bunch of strangers kind of wears off, Rima is a surprisingly upbeat individual, and the conversation goes from kind of stiff and awkward to very casual and lighthearted, and she drops more than a few jokes of her own as you're going through it that might not necessarily fall within your particular sphere of humor, but they're amusing all the same. The woman definitely has a sense of wit to her that comes out once she starts to feel more at ease, and it's nice to see. You get the impression this town is in good hands. But after some time, your meals are consumed. They were very good. And you are told that the tome of communion, or the tomes of communion that you requested, Rosa, were brought down to your checked gear while you were eating, so you can just collect it on the way out. And as the meal is wrapping up, Rima sort of wipes a few little crumbs away with a napkin, nods to all of you. Well, it has been my pleasure to have you in my home, Freebirds. I hope one day, should I have need of you, I will be able to reach you. And know that you'll always be recognized as heroes of the hour here in Windurst for your efforts.
Thank you, Miss Mayor. Sorry that we were us and awkward, and
No, much of the blame rests on me for that. I should have taken more time to prepare what I was going to say to you all. I made the decision to invite you here spur of the moment.
I'm really new at this, and still, I'm new. It's my first day. It's not my first day. It's not like my first month.
Hun, stop, please. I was usually a listener, and whenever I was conversing with people at the apothecary, and these days when I talk to people, it's usually to tell them to do something. Casual conversation doesn't come as naturally to me as I would like anymore. Thank you for humoring a perhaps slightly desperate woman. All of you.
Anytime, Koopa.
Oh, well, I'll keep that in mind.
We all need therapy.
If we ever come by here... Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, Kai, get a therapy book ready.
Kai, because I'm just... Well, if we ever come through here again, we'll be sure to drop by and say hi.
I look forward to it. With that, she stands. Now then, unless there is nothing else, I believe we both have matters to which we must attend.
Indeed.
Go in peace, Freebirds, and I wish you nothing but the best for the road ahead.
Farewell to you.
Have a good night, Miss Mare.
You as well.
Good night.
She gives a fun little curtsy before making her way out. You are left to your own devices.
Well, I think we've made asses of ourselves enough one night.
What are you talking about? That went great.
Went a lot better than some of the other stuff we've had to do. And for once, and one of those great times where we get to leave a city where they don't want us to, where they actually want us to come back.
We're heroes, Sandra. It's a first.
We're heroes with a bigger paycheck and a glow stick. Poof.
Wow.
I still don't like the hero title, but I guess.
You'll always be my hero, Sandra.
Aww.
Aww.
Aeon, you are the cutest, tickles him.
Eee, you tickle, I'm ticklish.
That is why I'm doing it.
You're not getting that steak. Nice try.
I have
For Kuna, not you, Rosa.
I have had my fill of steak, Aeon. Don't worry. Pats him on the palm.
Cats always eat, though.
Damn.
Cats can get full, I'll have you know. The only one who has an infinite stomach seems to be you, and kind of pokes the floof just to
This
make a
isn't my
point.
stomach. It's the floof.
Yes, but to the untrained eye, it might be mistaken for your stomach. You'll make a lot of urban legends around you.
Tupa.
The legends of Aeon, the staff-swallowing moogle.
The eldritch horror, beware, or he may consume you. Tickles more.
It's not the staff. It's black licorice.
Speaking of black licorice, we should probably get our things back.
Indeed.
All right. So you make your way back down to the first floor. The same soldier from before is there. Passes your gear back to you as you return, including a pair of tomes of communion for you, Rosa.
I'm going to test it out. I'm just going to write into one tome. The tome I'm going to select is mine.
All right. What do
Hi,
you
Mum
write?
and Dad. Adventuring is going well. Mostly. I'm
All right.
okay.
All right.
Okay.
And then you check the other book, and yep, the text appears there after a second, just sort of fading in.
Okay, so on the way back to the tavern, maybe you should check in on Cilia, and I need to find a courier.
Right.
Do you want me to hold on to the book so it doesn't get stolen, Rosa?
I'm good for the moment till we find a courier. Thank you, though.
Alright. Let's go see what's going on.
courier first, just to get that payment out of the way.
Yes.
So it will take. So just for the sake of expediency, I'm not gonna make us go through the whole thing with a courier. Just for the sake of expediency, it'll take about 5 days for it to get to Marasu.
Alright, I find a courier. I give the address of the Vermilion Pages. Tonley and Ebony Solwyn. Marasu.
Yep.
Love from Rosa with a heart at the end.
Don't worry, I'm still alive.
It's all good. I figured.
They're gonna see that I'm fine and immediately know, oh no, she's not fine.
Oh yeah. But either way.
It's all coming together.
So, with that, is there anything else anyone wishes to do?
No.
I want to give a steak to Kuna. That's about it.
Okay.
On the way back, check in on Celia, just inform that we're gonna be here for another couple of days, and then if that's alright with her, and then head off back to Tenori. She's coming with.
All right, so you make your way over to Ricard's house. You can see that the lights are on as you're approaching. It's getting on towards night at this point. That dinner did take a while because there was a lot of conversation. So it's dark out now, plus, winter, sunsets earlier. But you can hear some lively chatter inside from the two of them. Sending someone to knock?
I'll knock.
Okay. So Aeon just goes flying over and just kind of pummels the door for a second, and from the other side here, hey, easy with the door, thing's flimsy. A second later, door pops open. You see Ricard there. Sort of look.
Hi.
Oh, hello. Been a minute since I've seen you lot. And then sort of behind him, you see Celia's head kind of poking out from around a corner, and she's looking much better now. She's been cleaned up. She's in new clothes. Just in general, looks far better off, and she comes forward with a bright smile. Oh, hello. Come to check in on me?
You're okay.
Of course I'm okay. You all saved my life.
Yeah, we just came by to check on you and just let you know we're going to be here for a few more days. And then we'll take you home to your mother.
All right. I have no issues with that. And next to her, Ricard pipes up. Hey, you make sure you keep her safe on the road, do you hear me? I'd go myself, but I've missed too much work, God damn it. Rent isn't going to pay itself.
Our track record on the road has been pretty good. We only had one incident with Lunapies.
I bet that was fun.
Yeah, not really.
You know what? No. One time a swarm of those little bastards snuck into the city and started screwing with the entire town for a week. It was a time.
I'm sure it was, but don't worry, I can personally guarantee that she will make it to Tenori without a scratch.
Good. Hey, crazy couple of weeks. Hey. And he sort of turns and gives Celia a nice big old grin. Oh, is there anything you lot need, or can we get back to our chat?
Nah, we'll leave you to edit.
All right.
That's it. I said we'll come for her when it's time to take her home.
All right. You lot go and get some rest, yeah?
That's the plan.
All right. And
Have
then
a good night.
You too. And thanks again.
So, what do you think they're chatting about?
Can hear some giggling on the other side a second later.
I think you're a little too young to know that, Rosa.
I'm 20.
What about me? I'm an adult too. You can tell me, Sandra.
No.
No. This is not a conversation I wish to have.
Yeah, nor does Kayana.
Yeah, I just had a quick roll. Yeah, I noticed the giggling on the other side, and you just see Rose look towards the door, and then just slowly go beetroot red again.
Oh, we should go. We should leave. Oh no. Bye. And he
Bye.
just starts walking off in the wrong direction.
We'll see you at the end.
All you hear is kind of going like, it's that way.
I knew that.
You're also helpless. I love it.
You know, Kai, you could have waited until she figured it out herself. Oh, she would have found it eventually.
Found what?
The inn, which is where we are going.
Yee! I gotta give Kuna her steak.
Indeed. Now, come on.
So, you make your way back to the inn and tavern, and it's very pleasant out this night. The clouds sort of blew away while you were having your dinner with the mayor, and it's left the sky clear and starry, and in the aftermath of the snowfall, everything is brisk and very sharp feeling. The whole world feels like it's sort of, even though everything has fallen asleep, it feels clear and awake in a weird sort of way.
As we're coming back and make sure to pick up Fluffy.
Yep. You find Fluffy just absolutely pampered and like, you find like a little, totally cleaned up, polished beak and like nails done and all that. Just very nice and very happy.
You've had a good time then. Oh, I get it. I go with 5 minutes and you find a new favorite human person. Not human, but you know what I mean.
Just start sniffing at your hair.
I'm only kidding. I know there's no breaking up this duo gives her scritches because I know her scritch spot. Don't worry. I have more ketchup pickles for you to reclaim my spot as your favorite.
Just immediately focuses on the word ketchup pickles. just immediate word association.
Just take one of the few I assume I always keep just on me and just throw one. There you go. Best way to keep your coat all shiny. Yes, love you too, girl.
And as that's happening, like the stable hand kind of pokes his head out. That bird of yours has got to be the most talkative chocobo I've ever met.
Oh, I talk with her a lot. It's good to have intellectual conversations with your friend.
Sure. Have a good night.
Don't even want to know what we talk about? That'd be great.
Fluffy is sniffing at your pack where the pickles are.
One more. Gotta watch that weight. Throws another special pickle. There you go. You can have another one in the morning, okay? Don't look back. You know, weight watching. You gotta pull a card later. Yes, I know it's been a long trip and you like the pampering, but we still got places to go. Exactly, adventure. See? Great.
Okay.
I can't breathe.
Oh gosh. Alright.
That's so fucking cute.
Mhm.
Alright, so with that squared away, you make your way back to the inn and tavern, and I assume Kunara is waiting for them all there?
I just came back. Yep.
Alright.
Right on time, honey.
Nice.
Yep.
So the rest of the group comes piling in, and you look over and you see that Kunara is currently seated at one of the tables and looks to have like a few little spots of soot and grease kind of staining some parts of her fur. Couple little smudges on her cape.
Mm. And she's obviously not facing them. She's is he still hard at work or?
Well, you're not at the forge, so you're not working on the sword at the moment. Right now, you're.
I meant basically working things out in her head. She's just sitting there.
Right.
Kuna!
Her ears perked up, but doesn't turn around. So, it went well then?
I mean,
Yeah.
we were really dignified, and we handled ourselves very well. Not a fault to be found. I'm
Yeah,
lying, of
basically,
course.
Rosa was a spaz.
Shut up!
I plated the
Whoa.
utensils and dropped them on the floor.
He did do that, and what do you mean a spaz? Now, can we go back to that?
So, you look like
Stop doing that!
you look like you have been hard at work at something.
Yes, but it's still incomplete. I have
No.
much more time I need on it.
Well, we're gonna be here for a couple more days, so you'll have plenty of time.
A couple days. Okay.
You imagine that's all the time you need to finish it.
Are you hungry, Kuna? Have you eaten?
Not really, no.
You need to eat. The more energy you have, the more better you can get at fixing your thing. And if you need us to help, we'll help you. But first, Kuna needs to eat, Koopa. I'll get you food. He just reaches into the floof. Once I find it.
Couple little bouncy balls, a marble, straight bone.
Don't eat those. Those are important.
Couple little dog treats left over for like 4 years ago.
Oh dear.
Yeah. Oh dear.
For like to appease the neighbor's dog who kept barking at you every time you flitted by.
Oh god.
Rosa,
You
Rosa-
laugh, but that trick works.
Rosa bends down and picks up one item and goes, "Are these someone's house keys?"
Oh my god.
So that's why the lady was yelling at me.
I
Aeon's a
found
thief.
it. He just takes the big steak and plops it on the table.
So after a bunch of shit just kind of falls out of Aeon's floof, this steak that's like as big as Aeon is emerges and slaps down onto the table in front of you. It's kind of cooled off now because it's been a while, but it's perfectly edible and looks very nice and juicy.
And if you need to heat it up, Sandra can heat it up.
Oh my
Sure.
god.
D4 roll. This is going by what I did.
Oh no. I mean,
I
Good.
advise doing that outside if you're planning to do that. You know, flammable stuff everywhere. Probably not a good idea.
Whatever you prefer, Kuna, it's your steak.
Oh my god.
Yes,
I'm not going to necessitate a roll for this. Cassandra's good enough with her fire breath to not worry about it, so.
What does that say about Arcane?
Says that Arcane has a lot more power that makes it much more difficult to scale it down.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm not bringing Freya into this.
Of course not.
Well,
Freya's not here.
Mm.
But anyway, so yeah, you kind of breathe out a few sparks and some superheated air over the meat, and it gets it back up to a nice, hot temperature.
Mm. Which, if anyone could see Gunnar's face, still sad impression and probably some dry tears recently came out earlier, I guess. Staining her fur.
Mm.
Been thinking about Haven a lot.
Mm.
She sits down next to Kanara and just settles up next to her, like leaning her head on her shoulder. Well, he is going to be just fine because if he is anything like his mom, he is tough enough to ride out the next 12 months. And here there's nowhere safer from Eclipsa. And nowhere safer for you than with us, because, well, no letting her touch
She
you.
growled at that.
Aw.
She did what, that?
She growled at that.
Growled.
Alright.
I didn't mean to. It's complicated.
Sometimes,
You... Go on.
sometimes Mama Wolf needs a helping hand too. Maybe I'll sleep outside your door tonight.
I wouldn't call me that, exactly.
Why not?
Well, it's because I feel like I failed. Failed being a leader and what you call a mother. I've been away from him for nearly 10 years now. I wasn't expecting to bump back into him like this, committing his first kill while getting in trouble. Now, I'd be separated from him for 12 more months.
I mean, you know where he is. Doesn't have to be 12 months.
How would I know he'd be safe? No offense, I don't doubt the capabilities of these people, but I have no idea what would happen to him when I'm gone. To leave him here or whatever happens, or even Eclipsa if she should show up. I don't know what she's capable of now, nor how many members of the pack she's persuaded to her side, or if the pack's even grown in numbers. The last I know, I heard there were Lupins moving further from the lands I came from. I kept my distance away, not because of just the exile penalty that I got, so I could avoid hurting them anymore, or even being a burden.
Well,
Cassandra just kind of walks up to her. I won't lie to you and say I can guarantee that nothing bad will happen. But this place is pretty out of the way. And no offense to your sister or how crazy she's gotten, I think she'd have to be pretty crazy to come to a mainland and start something.
That's the thing, though. We had our differences and don't always connect, but this doesn't seem like her. Her mindset is different. I don't know what caused it. She's been, from what Haven has told me, I'm currently worried. What will she do next? How many lives would be lost if she's bringing the pack with her?
Kunara, you trust us?
I do want to trust you, but the problem is I don't trust myself.
Never mind yourself. Do you trust us?
Well, you certainly want to risk life for me, and you have shown a kindness many has not. I do want to trust you.
Oh no.
But the point is I'm trying to say is, if we do bump into my old pack, I don't know if I would be capable of resolving the issue without violence. And violence towards them or even them towards you. It's the last thing I want to see.
Kanara, let's be honest here. We kinda dragged you into our stuff when I mean you didn't even want to come with us. I mean you wanted to storm off into the woods and be lonely. But then we wanted to bring you to the festival and then to the job and then everything that happened to me. And then all this. I mean, we put you through all that. The reason I asked if you trust us, because if the answer is yes, then trust that we trust you, even if you don't. And I think after everything, getting a throat card killing, and then you picking me up, I think we're good to face that together, right? Looks at Cassandra, Kayana, and Aeon.
Whether your pack comes, your sister, or anything that threatens you, as long as you're part of the Freebirds, we'll fight with you.
You're not alone.
You have us as a pack, and we'll never let anything bad happen to you, Kuna. We care about you, and we stick together like one.
I really do appreciate those words of sentiment. I just hope,
Then-
though, it
then
doesn't have to
puts
result
a-
with violence.
puts a finger on her lips. And accept them, City Wolf. We got this. And that's coming from me, so, you know.
We got this together.
She slowly moves your hand away from her mouth. That's what I was about to say. For that. Nice gesture. Fighting, at least with them, is definitely want to be something I want to try to avoid if I ever want to resolve it peacefully and end the suffering that my old pack has suffered for many years. As for you all dragging me along, don't accept the full blame. I'm partially to blame for that.
I mean, I'm pretty sure we're all massive therapy nightmares, just walking and causing a storm wherever they go of cutlery, fire, and spells and swords and stuff, and occasional tsunamis inside spas. But, you know, kind of a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it comes down to violence or just knocking some sense into her, we'll be by you with whatever decision you make.
Well, at least she was right about one thing about me.
And what's that?
I can be quite the sentimental fool.
And we like sentiment. That is why we like Aeon, because you cannot be sentimental looking at the floof.
And you know what makes the perfect sentiment right now? Group hug!
Group hug!
Yeah, I saw that coming.
It's just Cassandra, then Aeon, then Rosa, and then the people in Kai.
And that goes for you too, Kai. Whenever you want to talk about it, whenever that may be. Not now, or next week, but someday.
Thank you. Feels like a bit of the weight has been removed off my shoulders, as the phrase goes.
We're not the ones weighing you down with all this group hugging?
Pretty sure that's the armor.
Well, it certainly has gotten tighter, that's for sure.
You do some
I
push-ups.
think that just means you need to eat less geisha pickles.
Yes, enjoy your steak. That'll give you more power.
Yeah, I don't eat whatever geisha pickles are, but the meat sounds nice.
It is the power of friendship, hugs, this gun I found, and this moogle death device.
Yay!
Nothing like a good steak to get you back on your feet. Here, let me warm it up for you.
You already did that, okay.
It's now slightly sizzling. It's very hot now.
I think we can let that cool off. Well, while I wait for that to cool off, I suppose you all got a tale to tell me about this fancy dinner.
And for the sake of clarity, we will tell just in detail of everything that happened, including Aeon's juggling.
Yep.
And everything else that occurred.
So at some point during the tale, Rose just saddles up next to Karen and goes, I think I'm getting better at this therapy thing. You're a really good teacher. I'm not sure whether that's an agreeing laugh or just a satirical laugh of contempt. That worries me.
Maybe a bit of both.
Well, either way, with your various errands in the city squared away, and just needing to wait for Kunara to finish her new weapon before you set off to continue your journeys further into the mainland of Fenora and wherever else your journeys take you, I think, for now, that will be a fantastic place for us to call this session.
No, I don't want it, because that means I have to go to bed and get up for work in the morning.
Tough.
Sucks, don't it?
Work is a bitch.
And I have work in the morning too.
Yep. So you all got a little bit more potential hintings towards Kayana's backstory. Aeon got a glow stick. He was great.
Santa,
I got glow sticks. Goodbye. Nice work, Aeon. Really earning that paycheck.
I'm sure that won't have unfortunate consequences and annoyances down the road.
Poof.
But anyway, so thank you all, ladies and gentlemen, so much for joining us for this session of Final Fantasy Chronicles of Eno. We will see you next time we come together to play this silly game. Until then, take care of yourselves and keep listening, people. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hello.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye,
everyone.
all of you peoples.